Can you put that?
If I talk about this loud, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn it.
Can you put the link of it in our group chat so everyone can share it on their personal internets?
Yes, I can.
Their personal internets.
You know,
Yes.
the social media preference.
More than one, meaning more than one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one Al Gore invented, and then the other one.
Cool.
Okay, Al Gore. Okay, first of all, Al Gore did not invent the internet. That was also Tim Berners-Lee. Thank you very much.
Joe.
Oh, I thought you said Tim Burton. I was like,
I'm like, wait.
I'm there for a Tim Burton internet, except it'd be like,
yes. Is he on the
It'd be
call?
real dark.
Gray,
It'd be
purple, dark.
real dark. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it'd be like
real...
instead of black and green, it'd be just like swirly doodles in black and white.
This is pretty close to a Tim Burton film, I would say.
You know, you're not wrong. And I'm also going to post, the other thing I'm going to post as well is the donation link.
Donation station.
Then we're going to...
the Zoom shows the worst possible preview photo for all of us.
I'm like...
Oh yeah, I'm mid-blink. I'm Forrest Gumpin'.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me make sure that's all good.
Okay.
All right. Here, and we're going to be good to go. Okay. All right. So, hello everyone out there in YouTube land. Welcome to our Not Ready for Quarantine players. Again, we are doing another script reading, and this time we're doing the seminal 1988 cult classic Heathers. And we're doing this to raise funds for St. Louis Alliance for Period Supplies, which we'll hear more about when we come back from Act 2. I'm not going to waste a lot of time because we've got a lot of wonderful people. We got some brilliant new people, some returning faves, nice little mix and match as well tonight. So I'm playing the role of Heather Chandler, Red Heather, for those of you who cannot tell differences. Playing the role of Yellow Heather, as in Red Heather, Yellow Heather, Red Heather, Yellow Heather. Is my sister Molly Alice Meigs back again. And I just want to give this bitch a shout out because she is bringing costume every time to this.
Really?
Yes. So sweet.
You're the one who wanted this, so I'm like, here.
I love this.
Yes. And Green Heather, played by the fantastic Samantha Madison.
We are not worthy.
Hi, oh, thank you. Hi. And I'm in true Heather Duke fashion. I'm just doing some light reading.
Yes!
Yeah.
This is why I love this. Oh my God. Playing our protagonist, Veronica Sawyer, is Kelsey Davis.
Hey.
Trying to be angsty there?
Yeah.
Playing our romantic lead / psychopath / pseudo villain, Jason Dean, played by Cadaver Daddy-O. Welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
This is something I forgot to say before we started. Your hair looks great.
Oh, thanks. I just washed it for once.
Wow. Amazing.
Commitment. Playing the role of Kurt Kelly, we have Narcissus.
Hello. Pleasure to be here.
I'm so excited for this. All of these costumes. And playing the role of Ram Sweeney, we have Arliss Fan. Okay, so without further ado, I'm also narrating. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good. We good. So without further ado, I'm also narrating this, so I'm going to try and hopefully differentiate by taking the glasses off. So, Heathers. Fade in. Exterior suburban street day. Veronica Sawyer, a sullen 17-year-old beauty, is jogging down a suburban street in a stylish running outfit Evocative female voices can be heard softly wailing. Oh. Exterior neighborhood park day. Veronica lurches into a neighborhood park, running with an increasing sense of desperation. The female voices wail louder. Exterior promenade day. Veronica whooshes past a series of shops and a movie theater. Exterior, the Sawyer home, day. Reveling in her own sweat and agony, Veronica bounds onto the lawn of her impressive upper middle class home. She painfully rushes closer and closer to the front door as the female moans swell to a deafening summit. The evocative wails cut off as she grabs the doorknob. Interior, Veronica's bedroom, day. Veronica zips into a chic but understated ensemble as she launches into voiceover narration.
Heather told me she teaches people real life.
Composed and unsweaty, Veronica fingers her bangs in the mirror and rambles off. That is phrasing, and it's not good. Interior high school hallway day. Continuing her narration, Veronica glides through a bustling hallway with a frozen smile.
She said, real life sucks losers dry. If you want to fuck with the Eagles, you have to learn to fly.
Outside the cafeteria, with her back turned to the view, Veronica stands at the outskirts of the cafeteria entrance. The viewer's viewpoint approaches and finally curls around her that she is writing in a diary wearing a monocle.
So you teach people how to spread their wings and fly? She said yes.
The diary page. Veronica's pen sways across the diary page, forming the words echoed by her voiceover.
I said, you're beautiful.
A sudden off-screen bark from Heather McNamara causes the pen to recklessly rocket across the written words.
God, come on, Heather.
Veronica coolly pops the monocle from her eye before angrily addressing the amusingly robust, conventionally beautiful, trendily coiffed Heather McNamara.
What's your damage, Heather? You ruined my...
God, I'm so sure. Don't blame me. Blame Heather. She told me to haul your ass into the calf pronto. Back me up, Heather.
From behind Heather McNamara emerges a similarly trendily accessorized but noticeably more inhibited waif, Heather Duke. She is clutching a tattered copy of The Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, she really wants to talk to you.
Okay, I'm going. Jesus.
Inside the cafeteria, Veronica, flanked by Heather McNamara and Heather Duke, strides into the lunchroom pandemonium. The stunning Heather Chandler turns from her tray before her toward her incoming comrades. She is dressed stylishly and expensively, but not trendily. Her hair dramatically tied back. That didn't happen, obviously.
Hello, Heather.
Pulling out a crumpled piece of yellow paper, Heather Chandler smiles. The content of what Heather says is consistently offensive, but the tone in which she speaks is sexy, dangerous, and mysterious. She is a mythic bitch. Veronica, finally. Got a paper of Kurt Kelly's. I need you to forge a hot and horny, but realistically low-key note in Kurt's handwriting, and we'll slip it into Martha Dump Truck's lunch tray.
Shit, Heather. I don't have anything against Martha Dunstock.
You don't have anything for her either. Come on, it'll be very. The note will give her shower nozzle masturbation material for weeks.
I'll think about it.
Don't think. POV on cafeteria line. Unattractive and quite overweight Martha Dunstock dump truck guiltily plops 2 Jellos onto her tray and clunks forward in line. Cafeteria entrance. Veronica's arm, seemingly involuntary, latches onto the outstretched pen. Splendid. I'll dictate. Veronica needs something to write on. Heather, bend over. Both Heather McNamara and Heather Duke bend over. Heather Chandler violently laughs. How nice. 2 assholes, no waiting. Heather McNamara and Heather Duke stand erect, embarrassed. Heather Duke, back down. Veronica scurries to the contorting Heather Duke. Dear Martha, you're so sweet. The jocks table. The traditionally handsome Kurt Kelly, the serene black Earl Fraser, and the massive Ram sit. Hold on one second. I'm also trying to admit. Sit with other stereotypical jocks talking in taking in Veronica and the Heathers.
It'd be so righteous to be in a Veronica Sawyer, Heather Chandler sandwich. Punch it in, Ram.
Give me 1 second. We had to add our list back in real quick. I just want to get. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. So we're on your first line.
Sorry, my phone completely kicked me off.
You're good.
Hell yes. I want to see a Heather on my Johnson to start spinning her like a fucking pinwheel.
Ram makes a frantic motion. Earl is bored. Shit, right.
Damn right.
Oh god. Cafeteria entrance in slow motion. Veronica finishes the note and rises up along with her makeshift desk, Heather Duke. Heather McNamara gawkishly gazes toward the cafeteria line. Veronica hands the note to an impressed Heather Chandler. Martha Dunstock dump truck pays the cashier and then, grasping her lunch tray with both paws, moves toward Veronica and the Heathers. Heather McNamara excitedly tugs on Heather Chandler's arm as Martha approaches. With a tranquil smile, Heather passes the note to her frantic disciple. In a self-consciously clandestine manner, Heather McNamara saunters past Martha, then wheels around to sneakily tuck the note onto Martha's tray. The slow motion continues as their plump victim shuffles past a magnetic preppy Peter Dawson and a thin black bespectacled Dennis. The guys are working a large stand which has a cash box reading the Famine Fund and a banner reading Westerberg feeds the world. Come on, people, let's give that leftover lunch money to people without lunches. Those tater tots you threw away are a delicacy in Africa. They're Thanksgiving dinner. Heather's table. The girls reach their table with Heather McNamara and Heather Duke sitting themselves down first.
God, aren't they fed yet? Do they even have Thanksgiving in Africa?
Oh, sure. Pilgrims, Indians, tater tots. It's a real party continent.
Heather Chandler draws up a clipboard. Sawyer, guess what today is?
Ouch. Lunchtime poll. So what's the question?
Yeah, so what's the question?
God damn, Heather. You were with me in study hall when I thought of it. Such a pillowcase.
I forgot.
Veronica and Heather Chandler briskly bop away from the table as a wounded Heather Duke retreats to catch her in the rye.
Hey, this question wouldn't be that bizarro thing you were babbling about over the phone last night.
Shut up. It is. I told Dennis if he gave me another topic that was political, I'd speak burrito chunks. Veronica shakes her head and looks off. She's suddenly captured by the sight of a James Dean-esque guy sitting stark in a long tan gunslinger coat behind a Rebel Without a Cause lunchbox. They make eye contact. Transfixed, Veronica crashes into a seated Betty Finn, a slightly overweight, unstylishly dressed sweetie surrounded by clones.
Oh, sorry, Veronica.
Betty Finn, gosh.
Veronica crouches down, embarrassed and rueful.
I'm really sorry I couldn't make it to your birthday party last month.
That's okay. Your mom said that you had a big date. Heck, I'd probably skip my own birthday party for a date.
Oh,
Veronica
don't say that.
Oh, Ronnie, you have to look at what I dug up the other day.
Betty pulls from her purse a picture showing a young Betty Finn and Veronica Sawyer arm in arm, dressed in Halloween costumes. Betty is an angel. Veronica is a witch who steps on my stage directions. Veronica, sorry. Veronica had to. Veronica glows at the photo until Heather
You'll
Chandler.
be dead soon. It's fine.
Thank God.
Veronica glows at the phone until, hey. Veronica glows at the phone until Heather Chandler tows Veronica away, causing the picture to fall face up on the floor.
Talking to someone.
Calling me impressed. I thought you grew out of Betty Finn. The Country Kids table. A coolly co-ed cable of country club kids icily eye the approaching Veronica and Heather Chandler. Country club kid Courtney sourly speaks out. Oh great, here comes Heather.
Shit.
Martha Dunstock dump truck's table. Alone at a table in the Siberia of the cafeteria, Martha finishes a fork full of chicken. She spares her plate again and brings the fork up. The note is wedged inside it. The Country Club Kids table. Heather Chandler, Veronica in tow, hits the Country Club Kids with a salvo of false pleasantness capped by a cowling smile. Hi, Courtney. Love your blouse. Ooh, let me snare a tater. Courtney expresses elation in spite of herself as Heather Chandler delicately takes a tot and turns around to face Veronica. Heather Chandler inserts a finger in her mouth, doing the induced vomiting signal before devouring the tot and turning back around. Thanks. I just got it at the Limited. Totally blew my allowance. Heather Chandler raises her clipboard. Veronica closes her eyes and shakes her head with a half smile. That's pretty varied. Now check this out. You win $5 million from Publishers Clearinghouse, but on the same day that Big Ed guy gives you the check, aliens land on Earth and say they're going to blow up the world in 2 days. What would you do? A stunning tableau. Until Country Club Kid Keith speaks.
That's easy. I just slide that wad over to my father. He's like one of the top brokers in the state.
Wake up. In 2 days, Earth's going up like a Roman candle. Crab Nebula City.
Man, in 2 days, my dad could double my money. Triple it.
If I got that money, I'd give it to all the poor. Every cent.
You're beautiful.
The Famine Fund stand. Peter reaches into the Famine Fund box and takes some bills. Dennis, my man, run over to Mickey D's and get me a Big Mac and some fries.
But that's the Famine Fund money.
Hey, even Bob Geldof's got to eat. If it makes you feel better, bag the fries and nab yourself an apple pie. Cafeteria thoroughfare. Heather Chandler drags Veronica down to cafeteria lane. If you're going to openly be a bitch.
I'm sorry. It's just, why can't we talk to different kinds of people?
Fuck me gently with a chainsaw. Do I look like Mother Teresa? If I did, I probably wouldn't mind talking to the Geek Squad. She points to a table of unfashionably dressed and coiffed students. Some wear glasses, some wear braces, some wear both. The Geeks table. The Geeks react to being pointed at. Their bony leader, Rodney, splatters milk all over himself.
Did you see that? Heather number 1 looked right at us.
It must be love.
Cafeteria thoroughfare. Veronica confronts Heather Chandler.
Doesn't it bother you that everyone in school thinks you're a piranha?
Like I give a shit. They all want me as a friend or a fuck. I'm worshipped at Westerberg and I'm only a junior.
Pretend you're a missionary saving a colony of cootie victims.
Whatever, I don't believe this. We're going to a party tonight at Remington University and we're brushing up our conversation skills with the skill of the school. Martha Dunstock dump truck's table. Her sweaty lips move rapidly. Martha anxiously reads the note. The Geeks table. The nervous geeks fidget and roughhouse each other in an involuntary, immature reaction to their beautiful interviewers.
No, seriously, I'd probably go to the pyramids with a girl.
Where are you gonna get a girl, stud? Kmart?
Taking a hooker to the pyramids on the last day of mankind, you sentimental old fart.
Please forget it.
What about you, Rodney?
I told you she knew my name. I changed my life. New clothes, new haircut, new house, new home. How sad. Blowing all your cash on 2 days of trying to be hip. Veronica tugs Heather Chandler away from the table.
If you're going to openly be a bitch.
Veronica again catches sight of the James Dean-esque guy. He wraps his fingers around an egg and unfolds them back. The egg is gone. He smiles. Veronica smiles back. Her trance is broken by a boisterous Heather McNamara and Heather Duke who careen into the two posters.
God, scan on Martha dump truck.
POV on Martha. Martha looks up from the note to the jocks table and Kurt Kelly, then flustered back down at the note. This is the part I hate. The waiting. I'd say we're like 20 minutes from major humiliation. Come on, Veronica. Heather Chandler floats off. A disturbed Veronica takes a moment to react. Veronica! Veronica follows the leader. She calls out.
Damn.
Exterior school parking lot. Veronica and Heather Chandler march into the parking lot towards four heavy meddlers, one female, hanging out on a car hood. The girls' conversation is heard in voiceover.
You, Heather. Deep down, all teenagers are the same. Didn't you see The Breakfast Club?
Betty Finn's table, Veronica and Heather Chandler set themselves down with Betty Finn and her lookalike friends. Look at me, I look great. I'm the girl in the commercials in the video. Jock's table, Veronica and Heather Chandler warily stand at the outskirts of the Jock's bastion of vulgarity. I'm the blonde in the bikini on the horse holding a Pepsi can. Smoke-filled hallway interior. In a dark, smoky hallway, Veronica and Heather Chandler cough toward a batch of stoners in tattered forms of dress. I'm the princess being spanked on the throne by Billy Idol's guitarist's guitar. Interior, the school library. Veronica and Heather Chandler click across the school library floor to where an all-out nerd studies in solitude. What do I get out of being friends with losers? I give them a piece of a winner and they stain me with loserness. Parking lot. Heavy meddler Matt grins.
You get $5 million, but some Martians are gonna zap you in 2 days. You hear that, Clyde? That's gotta be the most spooky ass question I ever heard.
Betty Finn's table. Betty Finn daintily peeps up.
I think we should use the money for an end of the world get together. We could invite guys.
Jock's table. Ram sputters out some chicken to Bello.
I pay Madonna $1 million to ride my face like a Kentucky. She should be paying me though.
Stoner's hallway. A female stoner in army jacket starts to speak, then stops. What? In library, the all-out nerd lashes out.
This is important. With taxes, I'd only be getting 3.5 million, and
God. Parking lot, heavy meddler Clyde turns from his friend Matt. If you want a good way to go out before the aliens land, get a lion from the zoo. Put a remote control bomb up its butt. When the lion starts tearing you up, press the bomb button. You and the lion die as one. Two heavy metal lover. Bad, that works. Cafe Thoroughfare. Veronica and Heather Chandler continue their conversation, chugging through another busy cafeteria lane. Just imagine somebody like your quasi-fat, goody-goody friend Betty Finn doing a Crest commercial. No one would buy Crest.
Don't tell me. Crest would be stained with loserness.
Yeah, and who wants that on their teeth? Heather McNamara and Heather Duke burst back between them.
Oh God, here we go.
POV on Martha Dunstock dump truck. Martha, with awkward apprehension, stumbles toward Kurt and the jocks. Martha mumbles something unintelligible from where the girls stand. Kurt's head detonates with a terrifying cackle. Martha flees the cafeteria in horror. Veronica spins away from her mirthful friends in disgust and makes eye contact with the similarly disturbed James Dean-esque guy. Veronica lurches away. She breaks against the foodless fun stand where Peter Dawson is hollering away. A dime increases the time. A buck brings good luck. Hi, Veronica. A 5 keeps the neighborhood alive. A 10 and you die without send. Heather Chandler wings a $20 bill into the cash box. You wanted to become a member of the most powerful clique in school. If I wasn't already head of it, I'd want the same thing.
I'm sorry, what are you oozing about?
That episode with the note back there was for all of us to enjoy, but you're determined to ruin my day.
We made a girl want to consider suicide. What a scream. What a jest.
Come on, you jerk. You knew you used to have a sense of humor. Interior girls' bathroom, combing their hair in the mirror, the Heathers speaking comically whining and pathetic imitations of Martha Dumptruck as Veronica shakes her head with a half smile. Kurt, let's party.
Kurt, I need an orgasm.
Heather Duke's gentle off-screen voice slices in.
Veronica, can you come back here?
Gross.
A true friend's work is never done.
Veronica reveals her right index finger is cut noticeably short, then walks over to the stalls. Grow up, Heather. Bulimia is so 86.
Color me nauseous.
The stall. Veronica stands in a tight stall with an ashamed Heather Duke.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on, Heather. We want another look at today's lunch.
Jeez, don't listen to them.
Did she have the pie or the ice cream for dessert? And the answer is
Heather Duke holds up her copy of The Catcher in the Rye and makes a bizarrely defiant smile.
Yeah, Holden Caulfield and the Catcher in the Rye wouldn't put up with their bogus nonsense.
Well, you better move Holden out of the way or he's going to get spewed.
Heather Duke puts down her book and opens her mouth. Veronica sticks her finger in. Which, gross. Cafeteria entrance, a gnarly melange of chicken and potatoes is, I'm sorry, just is. A gnarly melange of chicken and potatoes is scraped off a plate into a cafeteria trash can. As Veronica and the Heathers stroll by outside, Veronica pauses to peer in at the James Dean guy.
God, Veronica, drool much? His name's Jason Dean. He's in my American history class.
Give me the clipboard.
As Veronica walks off, Heather McNamara oinks out some amusing sexual noises. Come on, Trixie and Katya.
That was so Trixie.
Yes. In cafeteria, Jason Dean's table. Veronica saunters to Jason Dean.
Hello, Jason Dean.
Greetings and salutations. Call me JD.
Oh,
Are you Heather?
No, a Veronica. Sawyer. This may seem like a stupid question.
There are no stupid questions.
If you inherit $5 million the same day aliens tell the Earth they're blowing us up in 2 days, what would you do?
That's the stupidest question I ever heard.
Jock's table. The jocks witness Veronica and JD. I think we're.
Who does that new kid think he is? That Bo Diddley?
Veronica's into his act, no doubt.
Let's kick his ass.
Shit, we're seniors, Ram. Too old for that crap. Well, let's give him a scare, though.
JD's table. An intrigued JD laconically answers the question.
Probably just row out on the middle of a lake, bring along my sack, some tequila, and some Bach.
How very.
Heather Chandler breaks Veronica's days of admiration. Come on.
Later.
Definitely.
Kurt and Ram move into the exiting Veronica's place. Ram sticks his finger through a piece of pie on JD's plate.
You going to eat this?
What did your boyfriend say when you told him you were moving to Sherwood, Ohio?
Answer him, dick.
Hey, Ram, doesn't this cafeteria have a no queers allowed rule?
Seems to have an open door policy for assholes, though, doesn't it?
What did you say, dickweed?
I'll repeat myself.
JD gracefully stands, reaches into his coat, and pulls out a .357 Magnum. He fires twice at the viewer. Yes! Exterior.
we do not support or endorse gun violence. Just
No.
This isn't a real gun. It has the orange cap. You can tell.
Yes,
this is just a
yes.
disclaimer for our viewing audience.
Much like we changed a certain 3-letter F word for queer for the most part of this script, just FYI.
Correct. We don't support hate language either.
Exterior, the Sawyer backyard day. Croquet wickets have been set up in standard form. Veronica and the Heathers stand at various positions in the yard, holding different colored mallets next to matching balls. Heather Chandler knocks her ball through the middle wicket.
God, they won't expel him. They'll just suspend him for a week or something.
He used a real gun. They should throw his ass in jail.
No way, he used blanks. All JD really did was ruin 2 pairs of pants. Maybe not even that. Can you bleach out urine stains?
Heather Chandler knocks her red ball into Heather Duke's green one. JD, you seem pretty amused. I thought you were giving up on high school guys.
Never say never.
What are you going to do, Heather? Take the 2 shots or send me out.
The girls look to the doe-like Heather with incredulous faces. Did you have a brain tumor for breakfast? First you ask if you can be red, knowing that I'm always red. Heather Chandler places her foot on her red ball. She swings her mallet down hard on the red ball, sending the adjacent one rocketing into a flower bed.
Shit.
Heather Chandler's next shot falls short of the next wicket. Damn. It's your turn, Heather.
No, it's Heather's turn.
Heather McNamara hits her ball through a wicket and squeals.
Wee!
Anyway, I can say never to high school. I've got David.
King David?
Maybe when you hit maturity, you'll understand the difference between a Remington University man like David and a Westerbork boy like Ram, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, Sweeney. Heather McNamara misses her next shot.
Ram's sweet. Yo, Heather, you up?
Heather Duke tries to navigate a shot from the flower bed.
No way. No day.
Give it up, girl.
As her friends howl, Heather Duke slams her ball out of the flower bed. The ball bounces off a tree and amazingly goes through a wicket. Heather Duke squeals in delight.
God, that's
Holy
unbelievable.
shit.
What a shot. Heather Duke's next shot falls short of the next wicket. Veronica begins setting up her shot.
So, tonight's the night. Are you too excited?
I'm giving Veronica her shot, her first Remington party. Blow it tonight, girl, and it's keggers with the kids all next year. Kelsey, that's you.
There's a thing I'm not supposed to talk over.
No, I said blow it tonight, and it's keggers with the kids all night.
Right. And then it says missing her shot.
Oh, Veronica misses her shot. Sorry.
Crap. So who's this Brad guy I've been set up with? Witty and urbane pre-lawyer or accountant?
Nice save.
Hey.
Yes. Don't worry. David says he's so very. Heather Chandler again hits her ball into Heather Duke's.
Why?
Why not? Heather Chandler slams Heather Duke's ball back into the flower bed. Veronica's mom calls out the back screen door. Heather, your mother's here.
Come on, whoever wants a ride.
As the Heathers head into the house, Veronica picks up Heather Duke's ball and exuberantly throws it back toward the wickets. Veronica's mom carrying a tray of pate and dad carrying a Robert Ludlum book place themselves around a patio table.
Take a break, Veronica. Sit down.
All right.
Veronica sinks into an empty middle deck chair.
So, what was the first week of spring vacation withdrawal like?
I don't know. It was okay, I guess.
Hey kid, isn't the prom coming up?
I guess.
Any contestants worth mentioning?
Maybe. There's a kind of dark horse in the running.
God damn, will somebody please tell me why I read this spy crap?
Because you're an idiot.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Dad immediately returns to reading with a wide grin. You too.
Great pate, but I'm going to have to motor if I want to be ready for that party tonight.
Exterior, outside 7-Eleven night. A Volkswagen Cabriolet pulls up in front of 7-Eleven with Heather Chandler at the wheel. Veronica pops out of the car into the store. Heather Chandler clamors to her. Corn nuts! Interior 7-Eleven. Stylishly dressed to massacre, Veronica reaches out to a bag of corn nuts as JD's off-screen voice disarms her.
You gonna pull a big gulp with that?
No, but if you're nice, I'll let you buy me a Slurpee. You know your 7-Elevens speak pretty well.
I've been moved around all my life. Dallas, Baton Rouge, Vegas, Sherwood, Ohio. There's always a 7-Eleven. Any town, anytime. I can pop a ham and cheese in the microwave and feast on a big wheel. Keeps me sane.
Really? That thing in the calf today was pretty severe.
The extreme always makes an impression. But you're right, it was severe. Did you say cherry or Coke Slurpee?
I didn't. Cherry.
Veronica smiles at her coolness. JD returns the smile. 7-Eleven parking lot. Veronica and JD slurp by JD's ferocious motorcycle.
Great bike.
Heather Chandler sounds her car horn with a grimace. Veronica glares at her, then turns back to JD.
Just a humble perk from my dad's construction company. Or should I say deconstruction company?
I don't know. Should you?
My father seems to enjoy tearing things down more than putting things up. Seen the commercial? Bringing every state to a higher state?
Time out. Jason Dean, your pop's Fred Dean construction? Must be rough moving place to place.
Everybody's life's got static. Is your life perfect?
Sure, I'm on my way to a party at Remington University.
Veronica grows serious as the car horn honks again.
It's not perfect. I don't really like my friends.
I don't really like your friends either.
It's like they're just people I work with, and our job is being popular and shit.
Maybe it's time for a vacation.
The car horn blares again. Interior dormitory room night. David, Heather Chandler's fine-looking college beau, leads Heather and Veronica Chandler into a cramped, eclectically tacky dorm room. Music pounds the door. The semi-handsome Brad leans on a desk while a whining student talks with a co-ed one who sits on the floor.
Throw your coats on the bed, girls.
That exam was so bogus.
Oh, I know. Which exam?
Veronica, this is Brad.
Excellent. Did you girls bring your partying slippers? Yeah, let's party.
She loves to party.
As they head out the door, Brad whispers something in Brad's friend's ear, causing the pair to snarl off a laugh. Interior Veronica's bedroom night. The viewer is taken back and forth from a shattered post-party Veronica to the traumatic dormitory party itself. The sobbing, monocled Veronica writes at her desk.
Dear diary, I want to kill, and you have to believe. Damn pen?
Veronica frenziedly scribbles, trying to get her pen to write. She throws the pen across the room and pulls out another.
You have to believe it's for more than selfish reasons, more than a spoke in my menstrual cycle. You have to believe me.
Dormitory hallway. The chaotic hallway rumbles with beer cups and loud music. Veronica and Heather Chandler's stylish garb clashes with the laid-back dress of college students. Brad anxiously hands Veronica a cup of beer as he watches David and Heather Chandler move through a staircase door. So you a cheerleader?
No, not at all.
You're pretty enough to be one.
Gee, thanks.
It's so great to be able to talk to a girl and not have to ask, what's your major? I hate that. They uncomfortably sip their beers. A deadly pause ensues. So when you go to college, what kind of subjects do you think you'll study? Interior David's dorm room. Heather Chandler and David sit on the latter's bed surrounded by a Macintosh and a series of obnoxious Ferrari posters. They kiss. David doing most of the work. Come on, David, let's go back to the party.
Don't worry, we will. You're just so hot tonight. I can't control myself.
David pushes Heather Chandler's head down.
Head pusher. He's a
Yeah, and pusher. Oh, boo, boo,
Boo!
boo. David, dorm hallway. Brad has given up on conversation. So what do you say we head up to my room and have a real party? I've got the best Wyndham Hills CD collection in the dorm. A big, amiable student approaches before Veronica can show disgust.
Brad, man, Robinson's looking for you. He says he owes you for blow. He just got some product himself.
You're kidding. That Pecker actually scored something on his own.
He's in Sheila's room, guy. Party up.
Excellent. Veronica, ever do cocaine?
Ever since Phil Collins did that MTV anti-drug commercial, I refuse everything.
Phil Collins? Are you sure he isn't drinking and driving?
Geez, right. Then why don't I do drugs?
Hey, don't run away now. With a wink, Brad squirms off. Veronica dashes into the room with the coats. Interior Veronica's bedroom. Veronica rampages through her diary.
17 is the last year mom buys the Twinkies. When you make the jump from working weekends at Pizza Hut to 30 years at IBM, you lose something. Not innocence, power.
JFK the cat jumps onto the diary.
JFK!
Oh my God. Veronica flings the screeching cat off and continues.
I can't explain it, but I'm allowed an understanding that my parents and these Remington University assholes have chosen to ignore. I understand that I must stop Heather.
Dorm coat room. Panting, Veronica collapses at a desk in the coat room. She draws a vodka bottle from a stockpile of liquor and pours some in her beer cup, slouching down in her chair. Veronica lights a match from a 7-Eleven matchbook. They had matchbooks. So she eerily brings her hand closer and closer to the fire until it touches. With an eek of pain, she tosses the match away into the vodka cup, setting it afire. Veronica laughs to herself before tossing the flaming cup out the window. Exterior alley outside the dormitory night. Flaming cup lands in a large rusted garbage can filled with other cups and various refuse. The flames spread. Interior dormitory. A dejected Heather Chandler walks into a multi-mirror and sink bathroom. Using a glass off one of the sinks, she gargles some water, then spits at her own reflection. The dorm coat room. Veronica closes the window as Brad opens the door. How's my little cheerleader? Now I know everyone at your high school isn't so uptight. Come on.
Hey, really? I don't feel so great.
Let's do it on the coats. It'll be excellent. I'm throwing up in my mouth reading all this, by the way.
I have a little, wait.
Then just jump it.
I have a little prepared speech I give of my suitor once more than I'd like him to give him. Gee, Blake, I had a nice time.
Save the speeches for Malcolm X. I just want to get laid.
You don't deserve my fucking speech.
Veronica yanks her coat up from beneath Brad on the bed, causing him to slide onto the floor. Dorm hallway. Veronica storms into the hallway, but slows down when she sees she's attracting attention. She notices inside Brad slowly to smiling David, who chats with some students, Heather Chandler on his arm. Brad causes David's smile to ever so slightly diminish. David whispers to Heather Chandler, who proceeds to set down her beer and walk toward Veronica. Dormitory alley, the fire in the trash can is raging. That's symbolism. Dorm hallway, a steel-faced Heather Chandler comes face to face with Veronica. What's your damage? Brad says you're being a real coos.
Heather, I feel awful. Like I'm going to throw up. Can we jam, please?
No. Hell no. Veronica's eyes fall shut in a near faint. She flings herself down off screen with some ugly retching sounds. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica savagely scrawls in her diary, tears burning fierce.
Betty Finn was a true friend, and I sold her out for a bunch of Swatch dogs and Diet Coke heads. Killing Heather would be like offing the Wicked Witch of the West, or is it East? West! I sound like a psycho. Tomorrow I'll be kissing her robot-sized ass, but tonight, let me dream of a world without Heather, a world where I am free.
Dorm hallway. Veronica rises into view with tinges of vomit on her mouth. A smile breaks across Heather Chandler's granite puss. Veronica runs off as students laugh in the background. Dormitory alley. Veronica charges into the alley. She whips around to face a screeching Heather Chandler. In the back of Veronica, the trash can bellows like Mount Vesuvius. You stupid cunt!
You goddamn bitch.
The flickering flames cast Heather Chandler in a demonic light. You were nothing before you met me. You were playing Barbies with Betty Finn. You were a brownie. You were a bluebird. My cat is trying to be in this scene. You were a Girl Scout cookie. I didn't even do a Remington party. What's my thanks? It's on the hallway carpet. I get paid in puke.
Lick it up, baby. Lick it up.
Monday morning, your history. I'll tell everyone about tonight. Transfer to Washington. Transfer to Jefferson. No one at Westerburg is going to let you play their reindeer games. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica flings her diary across the room where it hits the wall behind the stunning figure of JD. Veronica gasps.
Dreadful etiquette. I apologize.
Okay.
I saw the croquet set up in the back. Up for a match?
Veronica is simultaneously dismayed and exhilarated. She seems ready to burst out all her anxieties, but instead...
Sure, but I'm blue.
Exterior, the Sawyer backyard late night. The viewer's viewpoint glides through the grass of Veronica's backyard, uncovering combinations of wickets and articles of clothing. A pair of girls' shoes and a pair of guys' shoes rest together by the first wicket.
God damn, no wonder you looked so mangled when I came through the window.
Feminine socks and masculine socks lay crumpled by the next wicket.
I've always treated Heather's teen queen power plays as bullshit.
As Veronica quiveringly pauses, a stylish blouse and a rugged shirt are revealed, mingling by another wicket.
But I'm really scared. Who am I going to eat lunch with on Monday? I sound like an after-school special.
The viewer's viewpoint moves to a dress and a pair of jeans resting side by side in another wicket.
That was my first game of strip croquet, you know. I thank you.
You're welcome. It's a lot more interesting than just flinging off your clothes and boning away in the neighbor's swing set.
Veronica's blue mallet has been staked into the ground. Her panties hang on one end. JD's underwear hangs on the other.
Well, I don't know. There's something to be said for. Ouch!
Veronica and JD are finally revealed, entangled in an artful pose upon JD's gunslinger coat. They warmly kiss. Veronica breaks off to uneasily giggle.
What a night.
JD gently bites into Veronica's neck. Veronica grooves on it, closing her eyes tightly.
What a life. I almost moved into high school out of 6th grade because I was some genius. We all decided to chuck the idea because I'd have trouble making friends, blah, blah, blah.
Veronica slides her head down against JD's chest and gracefully rests on his lap. Gently fighting slumber, she murmurs up to JD, who showers her face with slow kisses.
Now blah, blah, blah is all I do. I use my grand IQ to figure out what gloss to wear and how to hit 3 keggers before curfew. Some genius.
Heather Chandler is one bitch that deserves to die.
Killing her won't solve anything.
A well-timed lightning bolt through her window, and Monday morning, all the other Heathers, shit, everybody would be cast fucking adrift.
Well, then I'll pray for rain.
See the condoms in the grass over there? We killed tonight, Veronica. We murdered our baby.
Hey, it was good for me too, Sparky.
Just saying, it's not that hard to end a life.
There's a big difference between the most popular girl in the school and dead sperm.
They laugh. Veronica maneuvers herself into a sitting position.
I guess I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I know exactly what the hell you're talking about. And you're right. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let's just grow up, be adults, and die.
Good plan.
But before that, I'd like to see Heather Chandler puke her guts out.
Interior Heather Chandler's bedroom day. Heather Chandler's bedroom is lushly and expensively furnished with a glass coffee table as an eye-catching centerpiece. Heather half sleeps in twisted bed sheets as Mrs. Chandler sticks her head in the door.
We're leaving soon for your grandmother's if you care to join us.
Bag that.
Is that no in your lingo?
As the door closes, Heather Chandler raises her arm and gives her departed mother the finger. Lingo this. Interior the Chandler kitchen day. Sound of a lock being jimmied is heard moments before Veronica and JD burst through the door.
Trust me, she skips the Saturday morning trip to Grandma's even when she's not hungover.
Then let's just concoct ourselves a little hangover cure that'll induce her to spew red, white, and blue.
Veronica opens the refrigerator. JD opens the cupboard beneath the sink.
What about orange juice and milk? What's the upchuck factor on that?
JD holds up a bottle of Pine Sol.
I'm a Pine Sol man myself.
Don't be a dick, that'll kill her.
Veronica and JD make queasy eye contact. Veronica descends back into the refrigerator with some worked up enthusiasm as JD suavely pours bits of various toxic containers, detergent, scouring powder into a glass beer mug.
Okay, we'll cook up some soup and put it in a Coke. Sick, eh? Now, should it be chicken noodle or bean with bacon?
Man, Veronica, pull the plug with that shit. I say we go with Big Blue.
JD raises the glass filled with what is now strange blue liquid. Veronica stares at the glass, scared by her own thoughts.
What are you doing? You just can't go. Besides, she'd never drink anything that looks like that.
Okay, so we'll use this. She won't be able to tell what she's drinking.
JD pulls down a ceramic cup and triumphantly pours the poisonous blue beer glass contents into it. An eerie pause ensues. Veronica takes out a milk carton and a container of orange juice. She starts back to the counter in anger, icily muttering.
Just give me a cup, jerk.
JD sheepishly pulls down an identical ceramic cup. Veronica tears it from him and pours some milk and then some orange juice into the cup.
Milk and orange juice. Maybe we should cough up a phlegm globber into it or something.
Yeah, great.
They both start coughing harshly.
I can't do it or it's going to work. No luck. Well, milk and orange juice will do quite nicely. Quite nicely.
Chicken.
You're not funny.
JD turns on his heel and slinks away. Veronica glares down at the mess of toxic containers. With both arms, Veronica clumps the toxic containers together and drops beneath the sink to put them away. JD swaggers back into the kitchen as Veronica bobs and back into view.
I'm sorry.
JD kisses the back of her neck. Veronica closes her eyes with a grudging smile.
Bonehead.
Veronica dreamily reaches out to one of the two ceramic cups, not the one with milk and orange juice in it. Heather Chandler's bedroom. Heather Chandler angelically sleeps as Veronica and JD enter.
Morning, Heather.
Like a lion, Heather Chandler rouses herself up. Veronica and Jesse James. Quelle surprise. Hear about Veronica's affectation for regurgitation?
We both said a lot of things we didn't mean last night.
Did we? How did you get in here? How the hell did you get in here?
Veronica knew you'd have a hangover, so I whipped this up. Family recipe.
JD holds out the ceramic cup. Heather Chandler snorts. Did you put a phlegm in it or something? I'm not used to drinking. I'm not drinking that piss.
I knew this stuff would be too intense.
Intense? Grow up. You think I'll just drink it just because you call me chicken? They do. They're right. Just give me the cup, jerk. Heather Chandler rises from the bed and struts at JD in anger. She takes the cup, slams her head back, and downs it all. She then launches forward, her face contorted in agony. Corn nuts!
EQ.
Heather Chandler's eyes slam shut and her limp body crashes through the glass coffee table. Veronica and JD freeze.
Something tells me you picked up the wrong cup.
No shit, Sherlock. I can't believe it. I just killed my best friend.
And your worst enemy.
Same difference. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna...
Veronica staggers to a desk. JD laughs at her shut.
What are we gonna tell the cops? Fuck it if she can't take a joke, Sarge.
Stop kidding around. I'm gonna have to send my SAT scores to San Quentin instead of Stanford.
I'm just a little freaked, all right? You got what you wanted, you know.
It's one thing to want somebody out of your life. It's another thing to serve them a wake-up cup full of Drano.
Veronica stares at the office. JD paces like a caged animal. He scopes out onto the rubble of the shattered coffee table and sees the cliff notes of the bell jar, plus a magazine proclaiming the fall of the American teen sticking out from beneath Heather Chandler's dead body.
We did a murder. In Ohio, that's a crime. But if this was like a suicide thing.
Like a suicide thing.
Adolescence is a period of life fraught with anxiety and confusion.
I can do Heather's handwriting as well as my own.
Veronica takes some stationery from the desk and begins writing, calling out her words.
You might think what I've done is shocking.
To me, though, suicide is the natural answer to the myriad of problems life has given me.
That's good, but Heather would never use the word myriad.
This is the last thing she'll ever write. She'll want to cash in on many 50-cent words as pos.
She missed myriad on a vocab test 2 weeks ago.
That only proves my point. The word is a badge for her failures at school.
You're probably right. People think just because you're beautiful and popular, life is easy and fun. Nobody understood. I had feelings too.
I die knowing no one knew the real me.
That's good. Have you done this before?
Veronica's smile dies as she looks at Heather Chandler's corpse. Interior school conference room day. At the head of a long conference table is the bear-like Principal Gowan. Circling the table is the gray-haired but savvy Mrs. Pope, the black counselor Paul Hyde, the yuppie math teacher Kevin Staples, and most noticeably the eccentrically dressed Miss Pauline Fleming. Coats are in chairs and cigarette smoke is in the air because it's 1980. And as the group batters their way through a morning conference.
Any other principal would take the same position. Keep things business as usual.
Heather Chandler's not your everyday suicide. She was very popular.
I'll let the kids go before lunch and the switchboard will light up like a Christmas tree.
The parents will be sympathetic, sir. These are troubled times for the young.
I must say, I was impressed to see that she made the proper use of the word myriad in her suicide note after brutalizing it in the vocabulary test.
I find it profoundly disturbing that we are told of a tragic destruction of youth, and all we can talk about is adequate mourning times and misused vocabulary words. A collective sigh goes through the room.
Oh, Christ.
The school, meaning both students and teachers, must revel in this revealing moment. I suggest we get everyone into the cafeteria and just talk and feel together.
Thank you, Miss Fleming. Call me when the shuttle lands. Now, is this Heather the cheerleader?
No, that would be Heather McNamara.
Damn. I'd be willing to go half a day for a cheerleader.
Let's just pack it in an hour early.
Done. I hate Mondays.
Interior Pauline Fleming's classroom day. The desks of the classroom have been maneuvered into an amusingly chaotic position by Pauline's pupils. She is furious. I said a circle, you imbeciles. Forget it, just sit down. I'm just so thrilled to have been given an example of everything I've taught you. That example is Heather Chandler. I have the notes. Pauline melodramatically lifts the suicide note. The class ahs.
All right.
Oh.
I'll pass the suicide note around the room so you can feel its tragic beauty for yourself. Let's share together the feelings the suicide has spurred in all of us. Who wants to begin?
I heard it was really gnarly. She drank liquid plumber and Comet stuff, and then she smashed through this glass table.
Now, we're not here to rehash the coroner's report. Let's talk emotion.
Are we gonna get tested on this?
A stunning Pauline glares until preppy Peter Dawson speaks. The note continues to be breathlessly passed around.
Heather and I used to go together, but she said I was boring. I realize now I wasn't really boring and that she was just dissatisfied with her life.
That's very good, Peter. Veronica lets out a laugh that she disguises as a sob by putting her hands over her face. Dear Veronica, Heather was your soulmate. Share.
Heather was cool, but cruel. The good looks and bad manners gave her power, but it could not give her happiness.
The class stares to Veronica as the suicide note is passed to her. She acknowledges it in horror, passes it on, then continues realizing her ability to create truths for a captive audience.
She realized the only way she could be happy was to give up her power. And the only way she could do that was death.
Pauline cries. The pupils applaud. Veronica queasily smiles. Interior, the girls' locker room day. The girls are finishing up putting on their clothes.
Oh God, it's so unfair. It's just so unfair. We should get a whole week off, not just an hour.
Write the school board.
Heather Duke gnaws on a chicken leg as she speaks.
Watch it, Heather. You could actually be digesting food.
Yeah, where's your urge to purge?
Fuck it.
Yes! Heather McNamara pulls a swatch from one of the lockers.
Look, Heather left behind one of her swatches. She'd definitely want you to have it, Veronica. She's always said that you couldn't accessorize for shit.
Heather McNamara tosses the watch to a spooked Veronica who stands up and solemnly puts it on. The female stone owner in army jacket stops next to their bench. I'm sorry about your friend. I thought she was your usual airhead bitch. Guess I was wrong. A lot of us were. Heather Duke bobs up from the world's largest snow cone.
What a waste.
Veronica zombie-esquely moves into the shower area.
Oh, the humanity.
The shower. Veronica turns on a shower and lets the water spray against her clothes. The locker room.
Veronica, what are you doing?
Everyone in the shower!
The squealing girl runs into the shower fully clothed. Two giggling girls follow suit. The Heathers look to each other, laugh, and run in. Interior, the girls' coach's locker room office. Heavy meddlers Matt, Clyde, and Steve plus Geek Rodney sneak into a darkened room. What is this, Porky's? Girls' laughter drifts in. Do I deliver or do I deliver?
Hurry up, we're gonna get caught.
Mellow out, Geek. Man, I should never have brought you.
He's some pussy.
Matt pulls it. Shit. Matt pulls back a curtain, revealing a semi-overhead view of the showering and clothed girls. This is disgusting. The shower, girls splash and spin like in a ballet-like motion. Veronica stands facing the viewer, the swatch noticeably attached. The girls' coach's locker room office, cautiously quiet pandemonium. Does this have something to do with menstrual cramps and shit?
What the fuck?
We're on candy camera, dudes. I can feel it.
What the fuck?
Do you deliver or do you deliver? Exterior outside of the school day. Putting on their coats over their wet clothes, Veronica and the Heathers come out of the school.
That was seriously warped, Veronica.
Uh-huh.
TV cameras.
In the distance, a TV camera crew is interviewing students. Heather Duke dashes toward them.
Oh God, Veronica, my hair, my clothes.
Heather McNamara moans, vibrates, and then suddenly races toward the cameras. Veronica looks down at the soap-stop swatch on her arm. She takes it off and drops it in a nearby trash can. Interior, the Dean living room, late afternoon. A massive TV set shows the image of Heather Duke posed by a tree, talking into a microphone.
I choose to remember the good times, like when we got our ears pierced at the mall.
The image of Heather McNamara sitting in the grass, talking into a microphone, supersedes Heather Duke.
I can still hear those late night talks on the phone.
The image of Peter Dawson sitting on a rock comes on next. The day I won her that stuff right at the 4-H fair, she said to me,
Oh, you're an asshole. Mute him.
Veronica and JD are seen to be crashed on the couch. JD pushes a button on their remote control, cutting the sound.
Mute.
Next channel, darling.
The silent image of Heather Duke on a staircase talking into the microphone is on the screen.
Heather, how many networks did you run to?
Country Club Courtney appears wearing a t-shirt reading Big Fun. Veronica takes the remote and turns the sound on.
Oh, I have to hear this.
In my heart, Heather's still alive. Meeting Courtney.
What are you talking about? She hated you. You hated her. What are you smiling at?
Heather Chandler is more popular than ever now.
Yeah, scary stuff.
JD suddenly looks away from Veronica with a mischievous half smile. He inexplicably calls out,
Why, son, I didn't hear you come in.
JD's father, Fred Dean, stands before them, handsome and threatening in a shirt and tie. He is rather malevolently holding a rowing machine.
Hey, Dad, how was work today?
Fred Dean slams down his rowing machine and straddles it before answering his own question. He rows as he speaks. The Brady Bunch sputters on the TV screen before him.
It was miserable. Some damn tribe of withered old bitches doesn't want us to terminate that Fleabag motel. All because Glenn Miller and his bandbloods took a shit there. It's just like Kansas. Do you remember fucking Kansas?
That was the one with the wheat, right?
The Save the Memorial Oak Tree Society. Showed those fucks.
JD turns to Veronica with a bemused smile.
34th of July fireworks attached to the truck. Arranged but acquitted.
Fucking Kansas. Gosh, Pop, I almost forgot to introduce my girlfriend.
Veronica, Dad, Veronica.
Hello.
Veronica, with a forced smile, reaches to shake Fred's hand. That's a typo. Fred Dean extends his hand, but makes no effort to stop rowing. Hence, his hand pulls away from Veronica. Pop and son laugh.
Jason, why don't you ask your little friend to stay for dinner?
My mom's making my favorite meal tonight. Spaghetti. Lots of oregano.
Nice. The last time I saw my mom, she was waving out the window of a library in Texas. Right, Dad?
Big Bud Dean stops rowing to Griff. You think you're tougher than me, but you're not. Smile to JD.
Right, son.
Right.
Exterior of the Sawyer patio at dusk. Just as in the earlier patio scene, Dad and Mom Sawyer are seated at a patio table with an empty chair between them. Pate is on the table. Dad smokes a cigarette.
There it is.
Take a break, Veronica. Sit down.
Veronica walks into view and sits down.
All right.
So, what was the first day after Heather's suicide like?
I don't know. It was okay, I guess.
Terrible thing. So when will we get to meet the Star Course prom contender?
Maybe.
God damn. Will somebody please tell me why I smoke these damn things?
Because you're an idiot.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Dad immediately takes another drag with a wide grin. You too.
Great pate, but I'm gonna have to motor if I want to be ready for the funeral tomorrow.
Interior Heather McNamara's bedroom day. A montage commences showing all the Heathers preparing for the funeral. Heather McNamara models an all-black outfit in front of a dressing table mirror. She storms away pouting. Interior Heather Duke's bedroom day. Bombing up from a fashion magazine whose cover story is funeral chic, Heather Duke finishes applying black lipstick. A look of horror passes over her face and she savagely scrubs her lips. Interior church day. A mortician puts the finishing touches on Heather Chandler, smoothing out her clothes and buffing her face. In my case, that's going to be a little longer. He gently kisses her forehead and then quickly rebuffs the spot. Heather McNamara's bedroom. Heather McNamara models another black outfit. She responds this time with a satisfied smile. Heather Duke's bedroom. Traditionally made up, a smiling Heather Duke brings a crucifix earring to her ear and attaches it. Interior church day. Heather Chandler serenely lies in a coffin as Father Faust bellows off screen. A panorama of adults and students is revealed at this more social than spiritual event. Veronica and JD watch from the back pew. I blame... No, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
goodness.
Steve.
I blame not Heather, but rather a society that tells its youth that the answers are on the MTV video games. We must pray the other teenagers of Sherwood, Ohio know the name of that righteous dude who can solve all their problems.
The bald Father Faust finally comes into view.
It's Jesus Christ, and he's in the book.
Kneeling podium before coffin later. Betty Finn is kneeling before Heather Chandler's open coffin. The viewer hears what she's thinking. May Heather Chandler rest in peace, even though she committed suicide. For the glory of the kingdom and the power and the glory are all yours now and forever. Amen. Betty Finn makes the sign of the cross, rises, and exits. Heather McNamara takes her place on the kneeling podium.
Oh God, this is a tragic thing, and sometimes I have a hard time dealing with it and stuff. Please send Heather to heaven and all that. Thanks. Amen.
Heather McNamara exits and Peter Dawson moves into her place.
Dear God, make sure this never happens to me. I do not think I could handle suicide, and that's the God's honest truth. Pardon the pun. Fast early acceptance into an Ivy League school, and please let it be Harvard. Amen.
Peter flees and Ram uncomfortably takes his place.
Jesus, God in heaven, why did you kill such hot snatch? That's a joke, man. People are so serious. Hail Mary, who aren't in heaven, pray for us sinners so we don't get caught. Another joke, man.
Ram clumsily exits. Heather Duke solemnly kneels in his place.
I prayed for the death of Heather Chandler many times, and I felt bad every time I did, but I kept doing it anyway. Now I know you understood everything. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah.
Heather Duke departs and Veronica kneels in her place.
I'm sorry. Technically, I didn't kill Heather Chandler, but hey, who am I trying to kid, right? I just want my high school to be a nice place. Amen. Does that sound bitchy?
Church lobby. Heather McNamara dips a big comb in the holy water basin and then combs out her hair. Veronica breezes by.
Veronica, what are you doing tonight?
Morning. Maybe watch some TV. Why?
Ram asked me out, but he wants to double date with Kurt, and Kurt doesn't have a date.
Heather, I've got something going with GD.
Please, Veronica, put Billy the Kid on the hold tonight. I'll never forget it.
Exterior church parking lot day. Kurt, Kelly, and Ram stand by Ram's van.
Be on tonight, man? Hey, man, we on tonight?
Talk to Heather, dude. Weird funeral, huh? Wait, can you
Pretty
hear me?
weird.
Okay.
Geeks Rodney, Fat, Cynic, and Braces thrust by Kurt and Ram. Braces obliviously steps on Kurt's foot.
That Pud Whopper just stepped on my foot.
Let's kick his ass.
Bluff. We're seniors.
Goddamn geek.
Braces gives him the finger. Sit and spin.
Oh.
Kurt and Ram turn to each other more amused than angered.
That little prick.
The bolting jocks effortlessly catch Braces and put him into a hunched over position. The other geeks look on ashamed.
All right, you piece of shit queer. Do you like to suck big dicks?
Cut it out. Ram pushes Braces down harder.
Say it, man. Say, I like to suck big dicks.
Leave him alone, Kurt.
JD. JD rides by on his motorcycle. He turns to watch Kurt wearing an overwhelmingly tinted motorcycle helmet that true killer off across the top. Kurt is spooked. Okay, you like to suck big dicks. Unamused, Ram throws Braces to the ground. Braces semi-cries. I like to suck big dicks. I can't get enough of them. Satisfied?
I'm sure your friends are happy to hear that. Right, guys?
Another place in the parking lot. Veronica and Heather McNamara sashay through the parking lot.
Don't worry, Ram's been so sweet lately, consoling me and stuff. It'll be really very. Promise.
Moving into the background, Braces wipes dirt and blood off his face as his friends glumly watch on.
All right, but I hope it isn't one of those nights where they get shit-faced and take us to a pasture to tip cows.
Exterior cow pasture night. Cow skins. I love this script. The writing of this script is very. A cow stands sleeping, giggling and drunk. Kurt and Ram scramble toward the cow. Uncomfortable and sober, Veronica and Heather McNamara look on.
Is it sleeping, dude?
I think so, man.
Get over on my side. Oh shit, cow tipping is the fucking greatest.
Punch it in.
Kurt and Ram slam their knuckles and then lean against the cow, poised to shove. Heather McNamara manages to smile, but Veronica glares it away.
Count of three, guy. 1,
1,
2, 3.
2, 3.
An off-screen moo and the jock's laughter is heard as mud splashes against the mortified faces of Veronica and Heather McNamara. Deeper in the pasture, later in the night, Kurt stumbles after more annoyed than scared Veronica.
And I get that feeling I need sexual healing.
Oh, date rape is so nasty.
Yeah, right, asshole.
I don't condone anything my mouth is saying.
You're just a vessel. You don't claim anything that's
True. These are not my words, they're works.
Yes. Veronica makes
You'll
her
be
way up
dead
the
soon.
hill.
It'll be fine.
That's a hope.
Everyone who's
That's the
problematic
hope.
dies. That's great.
Yes, yes.
True.
I don't die.
Veronica makes her way up on a hill, pausing to God damn it, y'all. Pausing to compassionately stare at Ram on top of a dispirited Heather McNamara. Oh God. Kurt's intoxicated brain has trouble dealing with the incline. Majestically, JD appears at the top of the hill. Kurt squints up the hill and falls over backwards.
What is this shit?
I'm doing a favor for Heather. A double date. I tried to tell you at the funeral, but you wrote off.
Feel like making blah, 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 blah. Feel like making love.
Another fucking Heather. I'm sorry. I'm feeling kind of superior tonight. 7 high schools in 7 states, and the only thing different was my locker combination. We broke
through the peer pressure cooker. So what if we had to kill Miss Popularity?
Veronica clumsily high heels it up the hill.
So what? Don't smile like that. Jesus.
Our love is God. Let's get a Slurpee.
JD solemnly reaches toward Veronica. She lets out, takes his hand. Their bodies disappear over the hill.
And she's by the stairway to heaven.
Interior newspaper yearbook workshop day. In a cluttered school workshop, editor Dennis and the yearbook girl wearing a big fun t-shirt confer over a layout sheet. Dennis's famine fun partner Peter Dawson pouts behind them. I'm not
belittling the famine fun, Peter. We're talking teen suicide. Westerberg finally got one, and I'm not going to blow it.
Great. Heather gets the headline, and I get crammed in by the Taco Bell coupon. Veronica breezes in.
Hi, guys. I came to check on this week's lunchtime poll topic.
Don't worry about it, Veronica. Sit down. The funeral yesterday must have been really rough.
Oh, sure.
We were wondering, maybe you had some poems or artwork that Heather did that we can put in the Heather Chandler yearbook spread.
The what?
Take a look. We'll have a 2-page layout with her suicide note up here right in the right-hand corner.
It's more tasteful than it sounds.
Country Club Courtney, son of a bitch, and Courtney's friend come in giggling and whispering. Seeing Veronica, they stop dead, then slide into chairs, laughing softly.
I don't know. This thing leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Like last night, Veronica? Courtney and Courtney's friend explode in laughter.
I'm sorry, I don't get it.
You did last night. More laughter. Kurt told us of your little date.
Yeah, and I left him drunk and flailing in cow shit.
I don't know. He was really detailed.
Shut up, Courtney.
Don't shut up. I'd like to know what I did.
Let me show you what the lunchtime poll topic, Veronica.
Hallway outside workshop, Peter tells Veronica.
I rarely listen to Neanderthals like Kurt Kelly, but he said that you've been over like a coffee table with Kurt going in one and Ram coming in the other. Pardon the pun.
Pardon the pun? Son of a bitch!
Dizzy Veronica hands a clump of dollar bills to Peter.
Thanks, Pete, for the famine fund.
Peter cheerfully pockets the cash as Veronica drifts off. Interior of Veronica's bedroom day, Veronica arousingly speaks into her phone.
Arousingly?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
I can do it. Hi, Kurt. This is Veronica Sawyer. I didn't expect to be calling either. I guess my emotions took over. I was wondering if you wanted all those things you've been saying to really happen. It's always been a fantasy of mine to have 2 guys at once. Sure, you can write penthouse for him.
Revealed to be lounging on her bed, JD laughs out loud. Veronica throws a book at him.
That's right, tonight, in the woods behind the school. Don't forget Ram.
Interior of the Kelly kitchen day, Kurt hangs up with an amazed expression on his face. Kurt.
Women.
Yes. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica and JD load guns on Veronica's bed. Veronica breaks into a laugh.
Look at the point of me writing a suicide note when we'll just be shooting them with blanks.
It's crucial. We won't be using blanks this time.
You can't be serious. Hey, listen, my Bonnie and Clyde days are over.
Veronica drops her gun in revulsion and launches off her bed. With a patient smile, JD pulls her back down.
Do you take German?
French?
JD flicks open his gun and pulls a bullet from the chamber.
These are Igloo bullets. My grandfather snared a shitload of them in WW2. They're like tranquilizers, only they break through the surface of the skin, enough to cause blood, but not any real harm.
So it looks like the person's been shot and killed when they're really just unconscious and bleeding?
JD nods and then stands to pace the room, his mind whirring.
We shoot Kurt and Ram, make it look like they shot each other. By the time Kurt and Ram regain consciousness, they'll be the laughing stocks of the school. The note's the punchline. How'd it turn out?
Veronica clumsily extracts the note from her purse. She also plucks out the crumpled yellow sample of Kurt's handwriting of the opening note forged scene. She proudly displays both papers.
First, tell me this similarity isn't not incredible.
Incredible similarity.
Veronica pulls back the note and reads.
Ram and I died the day we realized we could never reveal our forbidden love to an uncaring and ununderstanding world. The joy we shared in each other's arms was greater than any touchdown, yet we were forced to live the lives sexist, beer-guzzling jock assholes.
Exquisite, but I don't think ununderstanding is a word.
We don't want to make them out to be too secretly eloquent. Why would the Germans invent a bullet that doesn't kill people? I mean, it was World War II, not a school play.
They used them on themselves to make it look like they were dead. Really quite a brilliant device, but too flamboyant to seriously produce.
Neat. Let's try it out on JFK.
Veronica swiftly picks up her gun and aims it at the lovable Tabby entering the room. JD rips it away from her.
It doesn't work on small animals.
Aww.
Oh, hey, let's take a look at the homosexual artifacts I dug up. Now, prepare to be a little disappointed.
JD lifts up a feminine shopping bag and gently dumps the contents on the bed.
We've got a Playgirl, a candy dish, a Joan Crawford postcard, and lipstick.
You must have had fun.
You know it. Oh man, I almost forgot. The one perfecto thing I picked up.
JD reaches into both his coat pockets and triumphantly raises out 2 bottles of Perrier water.
Perrier water.
Oh, come on. Lots of people drink Perrier. It's come a long way.
This is Ohio. If you don't have a brewski in your hand after dark, you might as well be wearing a dress.
Oh, you're so smart. How about a little heterosexuality before we go?
JD laughs and then climbs onto Veronica for a hugging kiss. Exterior school parking lot, night, a tense Kurt and an excited Ram playing air guitar walk through the parking lot toward the woods.
Sex air guitar, my favorite.
Sex and drugs and HBO is all I ever need. Whoa, can you hear me? Hello, Tokyo. I said sex and drugs and...
Shut the fuck up, all right?
Listen up, dude. In those woods is some of the finest pussy in the school. And we don't even have to buy it a hamburger and a Diet Coke. Punch it in.
Kurt feebly slams knuckles with Ram. Exterior clearing in the woods night. Veronica stands in the middle of a clearing in the woods. She nervously tucks the gun in the back of her dress as Kurt and Ram emerge in the clearing from a path in the woods.
Hi, Veronica.
Hi, guys. Glad you could make it.
Ram smacks his hands together.
So, do we just start fucking?
I've made a circle on each end of the clearing. Ram, you come over here.
Kurt steps into the scratch in the dirt circle next to him. A confused Ram walks past Veronica and steps into a circle at the opposite end of the foggy clearing.
When you get in the circle, strip.
The guys pause, then slowly start taking off their clothes.
What about you?
I was hoping you'd rip my clothes off me, sport.
Oh, good idea.
Kurt and Ram awkwardly stand at opposite ends in their undies.
Count of 3, guys.
Ram giggles in anticipation.
1.
Kurt finally cracks a smile.
2.
JD suddenly moves next to Veronica, holding a gun in his right hand and the feminine shopping bag in his left.
3.
JD almost nonchalantly shoots Ram in the forehead. Veronica rips out her gun and swings it toward Kurt, using literally the worst time for her to jump in there. Using both hands, she fires but misses completely. Kurt runs away onto the path. Veronica throws her gun down with a smile.
Shucks.
JD races to Veronica in a white sweat.
Did you miss him completely?
Yeah, but don't worry. It was worth it just to see the look on his face.
Don't move. I'll get him back.
Veronica's laughter cuts off like a faucet. Suddenly trembling and confused, she watches JD bolt into the woods. The path. A panicked Kurt runs on the path through the woods. Off the path. JD, with a cold efficiency, weaves through the trees. The clearing. Veronica turns toward Ram's collapsed body. The path. Kurt sees the opening at the end of the woods. JD suddenly moves into the light at the end of the woods and raises his gun. Kurt runs back the other way with a strangled Mo. The clearing. Veronica approaches Ram's body with increasing shivers. He does not look bleeding and unconscious. He looks bleeding and dead, dead, dead. Kurt barrels into the clearing as JD howls from the woods.
Now!
In a burst of frightened animal instinct, Veronica whips around and fires her gun right into Kurt's chest. Squad car in a school parking lot. Two cops, Milner and McCord, smoke marijuana in a squad car already filled with smoke. After a coughing fit, Milner shouts,
I heard it that time.
What?
Another gunshot from the woods.
Shit, let's roll. The two officers explode out of the car. The clearing. JD puts his gun in Ram's right hand while Veronica zombie-askly does the same with Kurt and her gun.
Kurt doesn't look too good.
Remember, he's left-handed.
A quivering Veronica puts the gun in Kurt's left hand.
Keep going until you hit the clearing.
JD's head snaps forward. He yanks up Veronica and they both run into the woods behind Ram's body as two cops charge into the clearing, guns raised. Seeing the jocks, they stop. Mother of shit!
Call in.
Milner looks toward where Veronica and JD ran out. I heard something out there. I'm checking it out. Milner runs off as McCord shouts into a walkie-talkie. He is holding the pulse of Kurt Kelly.
This is Officer McCord. I've got two dead bodies in the woods behind Westerberg High. Oh my God. One of them's Kurt Kelly, the quarterback.
In the woods, Veronica and JD float through the trees. An owl hoos. Another part of the woods. Milner blindly
Oh my God.
Milner blindly barrels through the woods. Just outside the woods, Veronica and JD come out of the woods and start running up a grassy hill toward Veronica's car, which is parked on top.
Faster!
In the woods, Milner is jointed by an owl who then continues moving. The hill. Veronica and JD reach the car panting. Milner races out of the woods just as Veronica and JD slam the car doors behind them. Milner huffs up the hill. The Sawyer car. Veronica and JD somersault into the back seat and begin taking off their clothes. The hill. Milner continues to move up the hill. The Sawyer car. Out. Veronica and JD strip down to their underwear and brace. Outside the car, Milner approaches the car and peers in. His crackling walkie-talkie startles him. Milner, can you hear me? What's going on? Milner moves away from the car, then speaks into his walkie-talkie.
I think what I heard was just a stinking owl. All I got is two kids making out in the back seat of a car. Should I pry them apart?
Forget it. I got all the answers back here, partner. The Sawyer car. Seeing the cop move away, Veronica and JD stop kissing. They catch their breath, smile, and then continue passionately necking. The clearing. Milner runs back into the clearing.
What's the deal?
Suicide. Double suicide. They shot each other.
That's Kurt Kelly.
Yeah, I'm a linebacker, Ram Sweeney.
Oh my God. Suicide? Why?
Does this answer your question? McCord reaches into the feminine shopping bag and pulls out the bottle of Perrier water.
Oh man, they were homosexuals.
Brilliant ad-lib, my friend.
It's true.
Yes. Listen up. We could never reveal our forbidden love to an uncaring and ununderstanding world.
Ah, Jesus H. Fuck. Kurt was a Parade magazine honorable mention.
Oh.
Milner shakes his head slowly, then looks up.
Wait a second. How did they shoot each other if we heard two separate sets of gunshots?
Shit. I always hear gunshots when I'm high. Life is one crazy bitch. Don't try and analyze it. The quarterback buggering the linebacker. What a waste.
Oh, the humanity.
And scene. That's our end of Act 1. We'll be back at 8:45 with Act 2. Kelsey's going to tell us a little bit about the STL Alliance for period supplies. And I'm going to honestly see if I can get the Heather's soundtrack to play so we all don't have to worry about who's on camera.
Am I talking about it now or when we come back?
When we come back, dear.
Great.
Sure.
All right.
Fabulous.
Thank you, 15.
Bye.
Thank you, 15.
All right. Thank you, 15. I'm muting y'all.
Dare.
I'm doing good thing. Just a good thing. I'm gonna do more good things. You're wondering what it is.
So y'all obviously know about this. Now, wait, trust me, it is worth it. So basically, Gen Z got fed up of Trump trying to get rid of TikTok.
I had the costume change for Act 2. Oh, come on! Costume change from Heather Duke.
Ooh, she's business now.
Yeah, and I decided to go with a little kimono moment for the hippie.
Yeah, it's breezy.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, she kimono better don't. Oh no, kimono better don't.
I would never wear this in front of Michelle Visage. I think she'd have like post-traumatic stress
Yeah,
disorder.
She'd have an aneurysm for sure.
She would literally be triggered.
Yeah. Sam, did you watch the lip sync I sent you?
I haven't watched it yet. My day's been stressful. I did samba.
Okay.
Not like bad. Like I did samba in the park today and I overdid it. And I've been intermittent fasting and
ooh, girl.
That's fun.
I love that. My mom and my sister both did intermittent fasting. What's your ratio?
It was 16-8, roughly.
Okay.
There were some days, but I've gone back to work, so it's kind of difficult. And I have a notorious problem for eating late. So
you do.
Yeah. So but now I'm back to 12. I'm back to 12 to 12.
That's not bad though.
Yeah. So yeah. So
I love that you said the thing for eating late, and of course, where did my mind go? Chicago at 3 a.m.
There's always a good time to eat, honey.
Yes.
I'm not bothered.
No.
I'm not bothered, honey.
Is that the same blazer from what? We haven't even done that many script readings, so I don't know why the hell I'm blanking. Is that the same blazer from Clerks?
Yes, it is.
When you were Veronica.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Now I'm Veronica.
Look at that. Oh my god.
I washed my hair this morning, so it's so shiny.
It looked cute. It looked real cute.
No one ever gets to see it down. I went upstairs with my little tiny hair top.
Oh, we never see
your hair. I know. It's a lot of hair.
It's bouncy.
Sometimes it be like that. That's why
It
my
do.
hair. That's why my hair is braided. Cause
Right. That's why I cut a third of my hair out from underneath, and I'm like,
why
okay,
mine's
now.
fake.
Right.
I don't know when y'all gonna see this hair again. I don't know when I'm gonna see this hair again.
If you can't grow hair that is, reminiscent of the nuns in Switzerland, store bought is fine.
Mhm.
Right.
Thank you.
I'll take
The
that to the grave.
nuns. She said the nuns in Switzerland. I can't.
Because of the Barefoot Contessa, how she's like, look at this cool thing I have. It costs $3 million. You could never afford it, but store bought's fine.
I still, my fave meme of
Thanks,
that is,
Ina. Thanks for reminding me that
Yes.
we're poor. Thanks.
right? Don't you hate
You could
that?
never.
You
Yeah.
could never. We could
Never.
never. You're right. You're
Mm.
right.
I just want a
two
Jeffrey.
Struck the furry wall. Is that what you're talking about? I fucking love that movie.
Two things. One, my favorite meme of Ina is still the one that shows up every Halloween of, if you can't summon the flames of hell yourself, store-bought's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, correct.
Also, the bottom of this kimono I love the
Oh,
most
shit.
because I have to show this off because it's got the little tassels at the end.
Oh, she got fringe. She's ready to do a
Mhm.
dance number.
I
Right.
bet Lana would love that.
That's funny. Tell another one.
She's trying to come for my gig, but she could never. But it's okay.
Could
I know.
never.
Well,
She could never.
we know that.
It's
We
okay.
know that.
It's okay though. But no, I'm gonna watch the lip sync because I haven't been tuning into All Stars 5.
It's been hit or miss. Some of the assassins have been incredible, and then some haven't been.
Yeah, I mean,
Apart-
it's not been on purpose. It's just
No, we've kind of moved beyond the show at this point. So
yeah. I still watch fashion photo reviews because they're funny.
that's different, though. That's funny, and
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
And I still watch. Yeah, I still watch. Mm,
Oh,
the
The
show.
four
where we talk,
N.
the show where we talk about whatever we want.
because it's our show and not yours. Fashion photo review will seriously not get better for me than Trixie and Katya with the denim.
Oh my god.
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That or the episode with Katya and
Denim or denim.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Where'd you get that broom? Did you just tie it into two ponytails?
Yeah.
Right. Does
That-
Hermione Granger know that you're coming for her look?
That one or either the Trixie or the Katya one with Violet Chachki, where they just drag Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as she should be drugged.
Well, it's,
Okay,
yeah,
but
we've
her
already.
her show was actually not great. I mean, I was in a
Oh.
nosebleed, but
Oh
That-
goodness!
that good-
Goodness!
That good old mayonnaise. No, thank you.
Oh my god!
I mean, she's skinny.
I'm good on that.
If that's a compliment,
I'm good on mayonnaise.
it's just a fact.
Skinny's always a compliment, just as long as you remember that in the skinniest bitch and show business.
Tea.
Tea of the bag. I
Tea of the
shouldn't say that
bag.
anymore.
You've already
I
had
should-
it.
Yeah, but I can't even say that anymore because that podcast is no longer happening because of a certain problematic host.
Yeah, but also let's like congratulate the Black Drag Chicago Council. That
Yes,
town
for
meeting.
good.
Oh, it was
They
the best.
aired the building. Like before we go back on, because I know everyone watching can hear me say this. Like literally, the Chicago scene has needed this for a minute, especially for my friends that I've talked to about this. But oh my god, they aired the building.
Mm-hmm. It was
And
it was
and
such a nice conversation that they had too.
It really was. The only time that I really truly felt tense, there was only 2 times, and that was Kat trying to throw Joe under the bus at the very end of her segment, and T-Rex saying, "Oh, that's not really what the letter said," and Lucy coming back with just receipts. Those are the only 2 times I felt uncomfortable.
Look,
But it
this
was,
is across the board. This is the season of setting people out. Like
yeah, it was.
across the board. Seriously, this is where it's at.
And who better than Lucy, honestly?
Yes,
Like,
well, I love Lucy so much, and she knows me by name, which is crazy. She follows my Facebook, which is crazy.
Oh,
Yes. Show me the kitty. Oh.
mm,
Oh, you're cute. You're
hi.
This is Aang.
Oh,
Aang,
I just
like in
finished watching
Airbender.
that show for the first time ever. I finished.
no way.
Yahweh. My brother was really into it. He was younger,
Yahweh.
so everything he liked. Yeah, right. Thank you. Everything my brother liked, I was like, fuck that shit. You're not cool. Then he was like, but have you read Harry Potter? And I was like, no. And he was like, you should read it. And my brother, he has a learning disability with reading comprehension. And so he didn't read anything. And so the fact that my brother was reading these huge ass books, I was like, I'll give it a day in court. And then of course I completely went on the train, and now he like reads all the time, and it's all because of Harry Potter, which is now
Yeah, because sometimes children, like my brother.
Okay, I'll give.
Ah, shit. Huh? What happened?
We're giving something.
I'll take it.
Right.
No, I was just saying sometimes children need, something stimulating to read.
Correct.
Because my brother, they thought my brother was dyslexic when all he did was just get his B's.
Here, yes.
So
There are 2 cats.
Oh, there's 2 cats?
Let me see the other one.
I live in a 2-cat.
Oh, now I feel like I have to get my hi.
Katara? Is it Katara?
Where's Princess Carolyn?
Oh, sure.
So much better.
Monaco?
Where's my baby? Hold on, I'll be back.
Princess
One sec. Now I need to get mine.
I'm not getting my cat.
No, I'm not getting mine. Leia's already walked through the screen like twice, so we're not doing that.
Fuck these cats. Anyways, so
Hi.
So fun fact.
Meet a friend. PC, look, it's a friend.
This is serious.
Oh, so fun fact. My niece got a new kitten 3 days ago. From somewhere. I don't know where she got the cat from. And
Hi, Toki. Toki, meet PC.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is so ridiculous. Anyways,
Let me get my other one.
I refuse.
I
refuse to perpetuate this white people shit. I will not do it. I will not do it today.
You're not wrong.
No, but I have 2 cats too, but they're fine. They can stay with us. They can stay right.
You're fine.
She said it's my show, not this.
Oh well. No, but my niece has got a new kitten, and she's so cute. She's so small, but guess what?
That was Rupert.
She looks like, for those who know, she looks like my cat Kingsley.
That asshole.
Yes. So the new cat, my niece's cat name is Daisy, and Daisy and Kingsley look just alike. And I'm like,
Daisy and Kingsley.
I'm like,
Goodness.
The homosexuals are here when everybody's got a cat.
Right. On that note, we're back. Some of us have done costume changes. I'm gonna let before I let Kelsey tell us a little bit about our charity of the week, I guess. Just a quick little housekeeping. So 25th, we're gonna be doing The Matrix. I am trying to have an all queer and trans cast in that.
You're doing The Matrix?
Yes. I kind of want you to be Neo now that I'm thinking of it.
Oh,
you have little sunglasses.
You'd be
Yes.
10 out of 10.
When is it?
The 25th.
Fun fact, I used to lust, my 12-year-old self used to lust off that theatrical poster of The Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, honey. I'm like, okay, Keanu Reeves, I don't know who the fuck you are, but you look fine in this leather. You look fine in this leather coat, okay?
Look, you know I got a leather coat already. I'm good.
Yes.
No, that's the Cadaver brand. It's the leather.
Yes.
It's leather trench coat. Yeah, for real.
Yes. I haven't decided who I want to be. I'm kind of debating. I think I kind of want to be Cypher. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh,
bad guy.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. And then I haven't picked a date for the next one, but in August we're gonna be doing Thelma and Louise.
Oh man.
Brad Pitt, me, please me.
Yes. Yeah. You got it.
Please.
Good.
I recently saw Thelma and Louise for the first time, and the gender awakening that I experienced seeing Brad Pitt's cowboy character. I literally spent 30 minutes talking to my therapist about this one character.
Yes.
About the scuzzbag?
You don't understand.
No, he's hot. No, he's hot. I'm not disagreeing that he's
No,
hot.
that's trans mass culture is choosing a Brad Pitt to identify with.
You're so
I for one am a Brad Pitt in Snatch, but
yeah.
It's that good
It's-
Midwest. It's that good Midwestern thing.
Yes.
The Midwestern.
Yeah.
It's the homegrown roots.
It
Homegrown.
really is. It really is. But he is fine in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's for me, my Brad Pitt pick.
Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah, that's my
Ooh.
my Brad Pitt.
That's
Please.
All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Kelsey, who is going to tell us about, not Brad Pitt, not about cats, about our charity for the week, which is at St. Louis Alliance for Period Supplies.
Yes, the St. Louis Alliance for Period Supplies is an initiative of the St. Louis Area Diaper Bank that helps ensure that individuals in need have access to essential period products required to fully participate in daily life with dignity, and works to raise awareness about the causes and consequences of period poverty in our community. So we're raising money for them, and they will use that to either, go towards their awareness raising or to buy supplies for people who have periods.
Perfect. Couldn't have said it any better than.
Right. Fuck yeah. Real nice and precise.
I can word.
Yeah.
Yes, you can word. You can
I can
word.
word.
And apparently, I've got ambulances going by. Apparently,
it's the period police.
When he said
It's the
period,
pink
they're
tax
gonna
coming by.
Oh, there will be.
Luxury tax. Give me your dollars.
come. Ugh.
But no,
Oh.
honestly, I love that because, the cause, because people don't understand that having feminine products is not a luxury. It is definitely a necessity, especially because I work in sexual health education, always talking about, condoms you can buy on a Beneflex, on a Benny card with no problem, because I guess they're prophylactic, but those monies don't go towards you buying tampons or pads or cups, which is
Right.
crazy.
During the quarantine, so since COVID started, some Beneflex, some FSAs have. Mine has. I have Paylocity or whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm just like buying all of these tampons because I'm just like, well, I'm going to need them eventually. Unless, doctors decide to give me my autonomy and let me have my uterus out because I choose to. But whatever, we're not getting into that.
Not today.
Okay, so
Veronica's in a rage, y'all.
Yeah, that'll be in the post game.
Yes,
Oh,
that
yes,
will be.
please.
That'll be a post game. All right.
For
So
sure.
let's start Act 2 with interior. School conference room morning. Another morning conference. I should point out for our viewers, it's the two different spellings of morning. The day and the act of. The participants look a little more frazzled. Pauline sits at the head of the table.
After every touchdown or whatever, they gave each other a little slap on the bottom. Now it seems innocent.
Shut up. The elderly Mrs. Pope shakes her head at the suicide note.
Look at this ununderstanding.
Will you shut up? We were in a similar position Monday, and I thoughtfully suggested that we get the students together for an unadulterated emotional outpouring. But oh no, you took this as yet another opportunity to play another round of Let's Laugh at the Hippie.
Pauline, if you want to try out for the school play.
Principal Gowan hoarsely breaks in.
Shut up, Paul. I've seen a lot of bullshit. Angel dust, switchblades, sexually perverse photography exhibits involving tennis rackets. But this suicide thing, I guess it's all on Pauline's wavelength. And we're just going to ride off today and Friday so she can do her little love-in or whatever. Whatever.
Exterior student parking lot morning. Veronica's car is the lone vehicle in the student parking lot. The Sawyer car. A battered Veronica climbs into the front seat, pulling on her blazer. She presses in the car's cigarette lighter. That's how dated this movie is. JD rumbles from the back as other cars begin to fill the lot.
We killed them, didn't we?
Of course.
Veronica tugs out the car lighter and savagely brands the palm of her hand. JD hurtles into the front seat and bats the lighter away. He lights a cigarette off the scorched flesh of Veronica's hand as she wails away.
Dick Luga bullets, I'm an idiot!
JD drags on his cigarette. School buses are pulling in outside the parking lot in front of the school.
You believed it because you wanted to believe it. Your true feelings were too gross and icky for you to face.
I did not want them dead.
Did too.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
JD launches into a rapid fire rendition of Did Twos.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not. Did not.
Did two. Did two. Did two. Did two. Did two. Did two. Did two.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Did two. Did two.
If ever a whiz there was, if ever a whiz there was. This is one.
JD's Did Twos get louder, causing Veronica to bang on the horn. Parking lot. Heather Duke and a vegged out Heather McNamara stop sauntering through the parking lot to contemplate Veronica's hiccuping car and its sparring occupants.
Ah, young love.
The squealing girl bounds into the Heathers. Did you hear? School's canceled today because Kurt and Ram killed themselves in a repressed homosexual suicide pact.
No way.
The Sawyer car. JD pulls Veronica off the horn and warmly places an unlit cigarette in her mouth. As he speaks, Veronica wearily takes the cigarette from her mouth and puts it in her blazer pocket.
Football season's over, Veronica. Kurt and Ram had nothing to offer the school but date rapes and AIDS jokes.
Sure. Can we make an ice run before the funeral?
Students head back to their cars and the buses pull back out. Unless anyone wants this choice line, I'm totally calling dibs on this next roll.
Oh, you got it.
A typically John Wayne-esque jock's father type, Mr. Kelly stands over his son's open grave. Father Faust and the seated mixture of adults and students watch on. If there's any way you can hear me, Kurt, buddy, I don't care that you're really some pansy. You're my flesh and blood. You make me proud. I love my dead gay son. My son's gay and I love him. In dark glasses, Veronica wearily leans over to JD.
Your son's dead and you love him.
How do you think Mr. Kelly would react to his son with a limp wrist and a pulse?
They quietly laugh. Yeah. Veronica sees a little girl staring at her. She's wearing Kurt's football jersey and her face is soaked in tears. Veronica's smile turns into a nauseated grimace. Interior Sawyer living room night. Still in stylish funeral garb and dark sunglasses, Veronica collapses onto her couch, laying next to her mom. The Sawyer TV flashes against Veronica's shades. How was the funeral?
Superb.
A young statuesque blonde appears on screen. A super reading Whitney James WETC commentary flashes on.
Looks like the teen suicide epidemic has hit home in Sherwood as the death toll at Westerberg high rockets to 3.
The shiny number 3 flashes on and off in the screen's corner.
Heather Chandler, Kurt Kelly, and Rupert Ram Sweeney all had the good looks and popularity, but there's one thing they didn't have: values, ambition, and hope.
That's 3 things.
It rained every day of my Maui vacation, but hey, I didn't kill myself. I'm Whitney James commentary.
The camera pans to an affable anchorman. Thanks, Whitney, but I hate to say it. It looks like you brought that rainy weather back with you. Tomorrow's forecast calls for interior Veronica's bedroom night. Veronica lies on the floor next to a vodka bottle. She drinks out of a Dixie cup as she talks on the phone.
No, it's okay, JD. I just kind of wanted to talk. Oh, a news magazine show on Channel 16. Really? On the suicides? No, sounds great. Bye.
Veronica hangs up and looks to her battered diary lying against the wall. She crawls to it and then reaches up to her night table to pull down her monocle and a pen. She sucks a cup of vodka and begins writing.
Dear diary, my teen angst bullshit has a body count.
Sitting up against her bed, Veronica continues writing as JFK laps up vodka from the Dixie cup.
The most popular people in the school are dead. Everyone's sad, but it's a good kind of sad. Suicide gave Heather depth, Kurt a soul, Ram a brain. I gave JD shit about the Ick Luca thing, but what really frightens me is that I'm not frightened by what JD will do next. It's God versus my boyfriend, and God's losing.
Veronica drops her head back and closes her eyes, popping out her monocle. She swoons against the bed onto the floor and curls into a fetal slumber. The cafeteria. Students eat and buzz together in typical cacophony. All are wearing black armbands. A jukebox roars. Pauline Fleming and an entourage of students such as Peter Dawson and the Heathers invade the cafeteria, heads raised high. Peter, kill the jukebox. As the jukebox amusingly grinds to a halt, Pauline hoists a bullhorn up to her lips and crackles. Could I have your attention? A startled geek, Rodney, splatters milk all over himself. Students whip their heads around to the front of the cafeteria. Martha Dumptruck looks up from her plate. Pauline chants with soaring self-importance. Our school has been torn apart by tragedy. I'm here today to fuse it back together through love. I want everyone to clasp hands. We need to connect this cafeteria into one mighty circuit. Let's begin a new happiness. A tableau of dumbfounded students stare at the bullhorn woman. Interior main hallway, same time. Hungover in dark sunglasses, Veronica stumbles down the hall. She stops to read a sign plastered on the wall. The new happiness, a special lunchtime announcement a la Pauline Fleming. Veronica takes off her sunglasses, squints, then continues down the hall. The cafeteria. Pauline's Evita Perron-like composure is crumbling. Yo, what's the problem? I know you know how to hold hands. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of Post-its. Forget it. I'm just so thrilled to announce that Whitney James of WETC News is taping a rap session with students from area high schools, including Westerberg. Cheers raucously emerge from the enlivened students. Let's show the world Westerberg is a diverse, happy home, not Suicide Central. You know, there's some people who say Westerberg is too weak and wimpy a school to be on TV. Is that true? The students make loud, scattered rumblings of the word no.
Not us.
Pauline hungrily unbuttons her paisley blazer. No or hell no?
Hell no!
Frightened and flustered by the frantic camaraderie around her, Martha Dumptruck quakes for a moment, then crawls underneath her table. I can't hear you! Fingering her bangs in an attempt to composure, Veronica steps into the cafeteria and her fellow students boom.
Hell no!
As a blown away Veronica takes in the panorama of students from different cliques chanting to the beat of Pauline's gospel recital, Pauline's voice is replaced on the soundtrack by the evocative female moans of the opening scene. JD, also wearing a black armband, stalks Veronica from behind. His hand unzips her dress, because that's disturbing. The female voices swell louder as a glowing Veronica takes in the glorious images. Geek braces and a jock chant together, standing on chairs. Heather McNamara and Heavy Metaler Matt look to each other dubiously, then mindlessly shout out. A Morrison-esque stoner dances on the table of a cheering Betty Finnelikes. JD slides his hand through the opening in Veronica's dress. The female voice is cut out as the spell over Veronica breaks. She swings her elbow into JD's stomach.
Can't you see this is a special moment?
I was just making it more special.
Veronica, there you are. Veronica spins to an electric Pauline Fleming glistening in the mouth of the cafeteria, flanked by Heather Duke and Peter Dawson. You people are in charge of getting delegates from every clique in the school to be on the Whitney James Teenage Suicide Prevention TV special. Let's be able to say we were the ones who put peer pressure out to pasture. JD looks out through the cafeteria. He sees Martha poke under her head out from beneath the lunch table and then dart back under. JD moves away from the chattering group.
Westerberg, a happy family?
I'm sure you'll work something out.
Don't worry, we'll work something out.
Yes, we'll work something out. I swear to God. Won't we, JD? JD?
Martha Dumptruck's table. Martha slithers from under the table up to her seat and head down, tries to finish off a bowl of soup. She slowly looks up and freezes. JD is revealed to be sitting across from her behind his Rebel Without a Cause lunchbox. He smiles warmly.
Greetings and salutations.
Interior JD's living room night. Veronica beams and babbles over the room while on the couch. JD restlessly works his channel changer.
You should have stuck around, jerk. Miss Fleming wants to redefine the high school experience.
She wants to ignore the high school experience. Our way's better. We scare people into not being assholes.
Don't even talk about that stuff.
JD comically cups his hands together to holler.
You mean the time you blew Kurt Kelly's ass away?
Veronica throws the first thing she can get her hands on, a framed picture of a woman at the Roaring JD.
You can be so immature!
You kids are making too much damn noise.
Fred Dean is revealed to be standing in the front doorway holding a chest exerciser and waving a video cassette.
We beat the bitches.
Oh, beautiful. The beaver's home.
Just told him to slurp shit and die.
Ooh.
Fred Dean crams the cassette into his VCR and has up a chest exerciser. He begins pumping away as the image of a shabby building appears on the massive TV.
I put a Norwegian in the boiler room. Masterful. When it blew off, it set off a pack of thermals I'd stuck upstairs.
The building blows up. Fred Dean cackles. JD politely applauds. Fred pops out the video cassette and bounces away.
Ah, it's great to be alive.
Do you like father?
I'm sure Timothy McVeigh said the same thing.
Never given the matter much thought. I like my mother.
JD picks up the framed picture that Veronica threw.
They said her death was an accident, but she knew when the explosives were set to go off. She knew.
God, that's dark. Veronica slowly sits down next to JD with dazed concern.
Let's just settle down. Miss Fleming has given us a chance to atone for
our sins. What sins? If you put a Nazi in a concentration camp, does that make you a Nazi?
Maybe.
That makes you a goddamn hero.
JD exhales in frustration and changes some more channels.
Whoa, amazing.
The TV screen. A music video flashes on the dead TV screen. Three gorgeous women, stylishly furnished, evocatively wail the female moans heard throughout the film. The video viewpoint pans over two overly gorgeous young men wearing trendy hair and trendy clothes. They sing, shout before an all-white background. A super in the corner reads, "Big fun, teenage suicide, don't do it." Times are mean for a teen we know. Parents ignore, teachers bore we know.
We know. It's the new Big Fun video.
Video interior a girl's bedroom day. Now in full screen, the video viewpoint cuts to a very depressed, very cute white female vid victim one sitting at her dressing table. She pours a bottle of pills into her hand. But there's more than one way to go. Big Fun have magically materialized next to video victim one. The pills in her hand have turned into jelly beans. She is ridiculously happy. Teenage suicide, don't do it. Don't do it. JD pulls out a gun with an ethereal expression on his face.
We've made MTV.
JD fires into the radiant image of Big Fun, destroying the TV and disgusting Veronica, who bolts off the couch. He raucously crawls after her.
We are breaking up. I am out.
What? Come on. There's another TV in the kitchen. You know, you used to have a sense of humor.
JD playfully tackles Veronica. This calms rather than angers. She turns on her back. JD follows suit.
You're getting too cool for me, JD. I don't know how to talk to you.
Our relationship's moving fast, I know, but I have a real respect for you.
Veronica sighs, then rolls over into a crawling position and eventually into a walking out the door position.
I'm going to make this Miss Pauline thing work. Lines of communication between the clicks. You were a phase.
Phase my ass. You'll be back. I'm storming Normandy beaches and you're running in place with Pauline Fonda's Airhead Peak Snake exercise program. Have to stay tough. You'll be back.
JD bounds up to a kitchen counter and flicks on a small TV. Big Fun can be heard booming their song, JD Broods. That could basically be half the movie is JD Broods. Interior empty classroom day. JD moves to an empty row of desks. He turns to the first desk to face the second. Heather Duke warily lowers herself into the second desk as JD flops a manila envelope onto it. Heather Duke opens the envelope, pulls out a stack of 8x10s. She gasps. The first shot shows a young Heather Duke in a summer camp uniform that vibrantly reads Heather. She's holding one end of a large poster board drawing of two Eskimos rubbing noses. Holding the other end is a summer camp uniform. Vibrantly reading Martha is a young Martha Deadstock dump truck.
What the?
With a harsh laugh, she takes in the next photo. It has young Heather Duke and young Martha eating toasted marshmallows off each other's sticks.
Martha Dump Truck? Where did you get these?
Oh, I just had the nicest chat with Miss Dump Truck. Got along famously. It's scary how everyone's got a story to tell. Would you care to see the canoeing shots?
What is this, blackmail? I'll give you a week of lunch money. What do you want?
Strength. Westerberg doesn't need mushy togetherness. It needs a leader. Heather Chandler was that leader, but
she couldn't handle it.
JD laughs. She's on the ball.
You can. In Catcher in the Rye, Holden says his ideal job be making sure some kids don't fall off a cliff. He doesn't realize if you pay too much attention to the kids, you'll back off the cliff yourself.
Very, very. The photographs?
Don't worry, I'll ask you to do me a favor. You'll get the negatives and everything's back then.
JD launches away from his desk with a grin. He places a red ribbon, it's a scrunchie, not a ribbon, on Heather Duke's desk.
In the meantime, strength. And hey, here's a little gift.
Interior of the girls' bathroom. A spooked Heather Duke splashes water on her face. I'm and looks up into the mirror. In a trance, she pulls her hair back, Heather Chandler fashion. Yes! Come on, Brock. And ties it with the ribbon JD gave her. A Betty Finn-alike moves up to the sink beside her. Two chic babes enter the bathroom with a pouting expression. Seemingly in a trance, Heather Duke bends over and wipes off her wet hands using the oblivious Betty Finn-alike's dress. Heather Duke winks to the now chic, giggling chic babes and saunters off. Yes! Costume change!
Yes!
Hallway. Heather Duke bursts through the bathroom door to wickedly strut down the hall. She scowls, smiles in perfect Heather Chandler fashion to various passersby. Earl Fraser's locker. Veronica genially lobbies the big black Earl Fraser, which I'm gonna make Samantha read because it's thick and black.
What am I reading? I'm sorry.
Earl Fraser.
Oh.
Earl's dialogue, please.
Let me get it clear, Veronica. You want yourself a sweet homeboy for this TV show so you can show everybody what a loose Martin Luther Cosby loving place Westerberg is?
Something like that. Will you do it?
Damn, you're a shrewd one. Shrewd.
I just want to show different kinds of people can get together and it doesn't have to be Vietnam. You don't get treated badly here, do you?
I don't get treated at all. But hey, don't worry about it. I'll do your thing. It'll give my mom a smile.
Veronica hands him a guest pass tag.
Things are going to change, Earl.
Uh-huh.
Heather Duke impishly blinds Veronica with her hands.
Guess who?
Heather.
Heather Duke lets go with a small giggle. Veronica turns to face Heather Chandler looking friend, her Heather Chandler looking friend, and her smile dies. Veronica violently pushes Heather Duke away and storms off. Interior Veronica's bedroom night. Lying on the floor, Veronica concentrates on her phone. With a deep sigh, she pushes out a number. She pauses then.
Ouch. Your machine's got the most obnoxious beep, Heather. I'm sorry.
Interior Heather Duke's bedroom. Veronica's voice drones on through Heather Duke's answering machine.
I'm just calling to say you can wear your hair any way you want to.
A male hand picks up the phone. It's college boy David. Hey, Veronica Sawyer, barf on anybody's carpet lately? Veronica's bedroom, Veronica cringes.
Is this David? Heather's David? What are you doing?
Heather Duke's bedroom. What can I say? I was pretty broken up by Heather C's suicide. I need somebody super sensitive like Heather D. Veronica's bedroom.
I am delirious for the both of you. Can you put Heather on?
Heather Duke's bedroom. David proudly looks down off screen to his lap. She can't really talk right now. Ugh. No, that's all phlegm globbers. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica slams down the receiver and pulls up a sleek leather address book. She severely scans through it. Tossing it away, Veronica then descends into the sundry junk of her night table drawer and draws up another address book. This one is frayed and pink polka dotted. She pursues it and dials.
Hello, Betty.
Exterior Sawyer backyard day. Betty Finn hits her ball through a wicket and squeals in delight. Veronica has
Oh.
Go ahead. Whoever
I
was
don't
doing that, go
believe
ahead.
it. I'm winning.
Don't get cocky, girl.
Betty bends down to shoot and then raises her body back up.
I missed you. I know I'm not as exciting as your other friends.
That's bullshit. Just shoot.
Betty once again bends and raises.
Bonnie, I'm still a virgin.
Shoot.
Betty finally shoots feebly.
Betty, your daydreams are a lot better than my realities, believe me. I'm afraid, though, it's time to get your butt kicked.
Ronnie.
Veronica gigglingly shoots, but misses the wicket, and instead hits Betty's ball. Disturbed by the sudden dilemma, she determinedly walks to her ball and moves it away from Betty's.
Hey, you're not settling for the 2 shots, are you? Knock me out, girl. It's the only way.
It's not my style, okay?
Nice guys finished last. I should know.
Veronica sighs and knocks Betty's adjacent ball sailing toward the porch, and a statuesque Heather Duke who does not budge as the ball whizzes past her.
Bravo.
Ooh, costume change.
You're red. What?
See you at the studio.
Sure, see ya.
Heather Duke walks toward the girls, followed by a meandering, desultory Heather McNamara, who picks up a green mallet and fragilely swings it. Her early robustness a forgotten memory.
Croquet won't be the same without Heather.
Heather Duke hustles back towards the passing Betty Finn.
Oh, Betty, wait. I almost forgot. The Whitney James Teenage Suicide Prevention TV special isn't going to be taped at the studios. It's going to be done in the park. Betty, hello.
Oh, she's in character. Hold on, let me unmute. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I just muted. Hold on. One more time.
Thank
Go.
you.
Sorry, I was trying to help. I was trying to help and made it worse.
Oh, you want me to do that again? Okay. Betty, yoo-hoo. Wait, I almost forgot. The Whitney James Teenage Suicide Prevention TV special isn't going to be taped at the studios. It's going to be done in the park.
But I thought
It's going to be like a big picnic. Bring some potato salad with raisins. Hey, I'm red.
Later in the game, oh my god. Heather Duke's red ball slams into Heather McNamara's green one.
Shit.
So did you call people to tell them how to get to the studio tonight?
Heather Duke savagely sends Heather McNamara's ball into the flower bed.
Back off. I called everyone, even that stoner slut. Felt like giving my phone a bath. I told Betty just now. Damn.
Heather Duke's shot swerves wide of the wicket.
You're so polluted, talking down to people, making fake notes.
Veronica blows her shot, literally and figuratively.
I don't see what gives you the right to lecture, Ronnie. You were soulmates with Betty Finn until you realized you're the cover of 17 magazine and she's the before half of a Scarsdale diet ad.
Heather Duke bashes her ball into Veronica's and prepares to send it.
Some people just don't matter. Why should those who do carry their weight? Am I right?
As Heather Duke swings down her mallet, Veronica steps on her own ball. When Heather Duke's mallet makes contact, the 2 balls slam against each other, unmoving with a loud smack.
No, you're wrong. It's not even your turn.
The depressed and disoriented Heather McNamara, lying against a tree, pipes in.
She's right. Boy, croquet's not the same without Heather.
Interior WETC TV station dusk. In the sleek WETC station hallway, Veronica Sawyer, a guest pass affixed to her heart, holds her hand in a spurting drinking fountain. She watches the water splash her car lighter burn mark.
Ick, Luca bullets. I'm such a jerk.
Peter Dawson beams toward her wearing a guest pass. Veronica, I thought we lost you.
I was waiting for my friend Betty.
Veronica looks at her watch, then joins Peter's march down the hall. Teens talking it out on TV. Would it be pretentious of me to attach a video cassette of the show on my Princeton application?
Shucks, that's a great idea, Pete.
They burst through the double doors. Studio. Veronica and Peter take in a panorama of attractive, clean-cut students from various schools chatting near wine and cheese tables set up to the side of an impressive elevated circular stage. All students are wearing pink armbands. This is excellent, but I thought we were going to get equal representation on this thing. Geeks, gearheads. Out of nowhere, a bubbling Heather Duke knots a pink armband around Peter's arm with a giggle.
They're probably just being fashionably late.
Peter Dawson prances off with a raucous laugh. Veronica stares dumbfounded at the wicked homogeny of the students as Heather Duke ties a pink armband on her.
Is this Ver or what? Oh, you've got to meet Whitney James. Come on.
Heather Duke tugs Veronica across the crowded studio floor to where the WETC news set is situated. Smoking casually in her anchor's chair is the beautiful Whitney James.
Whitney, here's my friend.
Please sit down.
Heather glides away. Veronica uncomfortably steps onto the news set and moves down next to Whitney James.
I've got a confession to make. My name used to be Heather too.
But my name's not.
People just don't take the name Heather seriously. They should, shouldn't they?
Wine and cheese table. Heather McNamara surreptitiously, wow, I'm still messing it up, picks up a bottle of wine and with sad expression proceeds to down it.
Same, same.
Veronica, the news set. Veronica apologized to a blissfully oblivious Whitney James.
I'm so sorry. I was led to believe there were going to be different kinds of social and psychological types at this gathering.
Oh, I was scared of the same thing, Heather. The minute you try to deal with the actual teenagers who have contemplated suicide, you're stepping into quicksand. Quicksand filled with bad complexions, bad grades, bad parents, bad drugs, and all sorts of duty nobody wants to gear, let alone bend down to clean up.
She sounds like a Karen.
Right?
This bitch is totally a Karen.
Yeah. Karen James tears open a bag of corn nuts and showers some into her mouth. She speaks as she sucks and chews.
I'm not knocking teen suicide. It's exciting stuff. My personal faves are those kids from bloated families grabbing the mic to whine about how even though they bagged a BMW on their birthday, they're still quote unquote depressed. It's ridiculous. People who say money can't buy happiness don't know where to shop.
Mrs. McCloskey titters.
Yes, freedom.
Veronica is a statue of mortification. Exterior, the neighborhood parking lot. Twilight. In the neighborhood park, gloomy members of various cliques sit in silence at picnic tables. All are ludicrously wearing guest passes. Betty Finn mumbles into her potato salad with raisins. Earl Fraser stoically stares off into space. Heavy metaler Clyde holds an absurdly large picnic basket. What the fuck? News set. Completely flabbergasted, Veronica manages a light tone.
The world wants winners, I guess, not people stained with loserness.
Stained with loserness. Oh, I like it. Can I use that? I'd be dynamite on the inter-office memoranda.
It's all yours, Heather. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go throw up.
Sure. Ciao.
Studio floor. Sickened, Veronica stumbles onto the studio floor. That's kind of redundant. Studio lights suddenly pop on, momentarily blinding her. Pauline grabs Veronica by the arm and shouts into the air, "Everyone take their places on the stage! Isn't this thrilling?"
But Miss Fleming, it's just not right.
What, the wine? I realize you're all under 21, but it seemed like such a perfect touch. Could we get some more light up here? The stage. The pink armbanded Aryan youths form a circle on the circular stage. That seems also redundant. Pauline moves to a microphone at the center stage beside a seated Whitney James, who's turning her electric guitar. Veronica helplessly stands between the circle of students and the two female hosts as the cameras go on. Pauline speaks into the microphone while Whitney James turns her guitar. Our schools have been torn apart by tragedy. Let's fuse them back together through love. Let's clasp hands and connect ourselves in one mighty circuit like a dove. The students ethereally reach out to each other and clasp hands. Veronica quivers for a moment, then bursts through a hand holding Heather Duke and McNamara and off the stage. Let's begin a new happiness. Veronica swaggers past a seated technician. He pushes up a console lever, causing the outer edge of the stage, where the circle of hand-holding students is, to slowly spin around, the singing Pauline and the storming Whitney James. With no more suicide!
Oh yeah.
Ripping off her pink armband, Veronica freezes, standing at the wine and cheese table, gunslinger coat and all his JD. He turns around and raises his wine glass for a gleeful toast.
Holy traumatic experiences, Batman. I'm sorry you felt you had to put yourself through all that shit. I told you it wouldn't. Hey, it's in the past already, right?
No more problems! Devastated, Veronica sways back toward the technician's console.
Oh, yeah.
Veronica slams the lever back down, forcing the spinning circle of hand-holding pink arm-banded students to crash to the ground around a taken aback Pauline and Whitney James.
Cute.
Whitney James playfully lets off a Hendrixian riff before coolly leaning over to her microphone.
Let's go for another take.
Outside studio doors, Veronica the studio doors panning rapidly. She takes off her shoes and begins to jog barefoot through the station hallway, weaving through the various reporter types. Exterior outside TV station Twilight. Veronica pops out the studio door running faster. Gravelly road. She sprints toward the downside of a road, her bare feet pounding against sharp pebbles. The neighborhood park. Veronica now barrels through the neighborhood park. She looks to her outcast classmates in tableau that stare back. Betty Finn on a park carousel spins in and out of view. Promenade. Veronica speeds past the shops and the movie theater. The viewer remains at the theater ticket booth as Martha Dunstock, wearing a big fun t-shirt, pushes $3 through the ticket window to a bored female cashier.
Bargain matinees are for the first show only.
Oh, I forgot. Martha pulls 2 crumbled bucks through the window. The cashier shines a cruelly patronizing smile. Interior, Sawyer family TV room night. Veronica huffs and puffs into her family room where mom and dad are watching TV.
Hey, Veronica, how'd that teenage prevention TV suicide thing go?
Color me educated. I learned high school happiness is for members only. Pauline Fleming wouldn't know reality if it lived in her uterus, and reality's name's Heather James. Also, JD's a major creep.
I don't know what you're talking about, honey, but can't wait a bit. We're watching this special program on teen problems. Veronica half barely laughs at the irony. Interior movie theater. The light of the screen flickers on an overwhelmingly sullen Martha. She moves her leg and knocks a large Coke across the floor. She tragically stares at the cola pool. Sawyer family TV room. A Dan Rather voice booms from the TV. The Sawyers stare. Oh, sure. I'll bet even back when I went to school, there were drugs, even sex, but they were simpler times. The Sherwood suicides tell the bitter truth of today's young. Oh, what a waste. Oh, Veronica snaps off the TV. Turn that back on.
This condescending junk makes suicide seem like a cool thing to do. Hey, kids, make your parents and teachers feel like shit. Get the respect in death you never get in life.
If we're not going to watch that program, can I put the game on?
Are you trying to tell me it is not a troubled time for the nation's youth?
Everybody cares for youth, but nobody cares about Joey Blow. When that news reporter gets home, he'll scream at his son for not mowing the lawn in the right pattern.
I'm lost. You don't get enough attention. You get too much attention. Which is it? Where are your shoes?
All we want is to be treated like human beings, not like guinea pigs to be experimented on, and not like bunny rabbits to be patronized.
I don't patronize bunny rabbits.
Best line in the whole film.
Best line in the whole thing. Also,
Yeah.
best line in the musical. Treated like human beings? Is that what you think? You said Little Miss Voice of a Generation. Just how you think adults act with other adults. You think it's all just doubles tennis? Adults can be horrible to other adults. That's the fucking truth. When teenagers complain that they want to be treated like human beings, it's usually because they are being treated like human beings. Veronica leans against the wall with a melancholy smile.
I guess I picked the wrong time to be a human being.
Mom is embarrassed for getting so involved. She meekly gestures to a tray of pate with a compassionate smile. You'll live. Want some pate? Heather Duke suddenly breezes in the room.
Hi, everyone. Door was open. Veronica, you missed it. Pauline and Whitney James were up there doing their suicide rap when the cops came. The cops come in and announce that Martha Dump Truck tried to buy the farm. She gave the ticket girl at the Colfax Theater a suicide note, then belly flopped in front of a car.
Is she dead?
That's the punchline. She's still alive in stable condition. Another case of a geek trying to imitate the popular people of the school and failing miserably. Is that Pate?
Veronica slaps Heather Duke in the face. Interior of Veronica's bedroom night, Heather Duke paces the floor holding an ice pack to her jaw. Veronica is on the ground wiping off her bloodied feet.
I said I was sorry.
You are out of control. Heather and Chris were shocked. But Martha Dump Truck get crucial. She dialed suicide hotlines in her diapers.
You are not funny. Ouch.
Veronica rubs her feet. Heather Duke shakes her head.
What a martyr. Understand, Martha couldn't take the heat, so she got out of the kitchen. Just think what a better place the world would be if her Nimrod followed her cue. If every Nimrod.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Turn on the radio. Hot Probs is on.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Heather Duke hastens the radio and clicks it on. Ripping open a bag of corn nuts, she sets herself down next to Veronica as a troubled male voice cuts the air.
It was supposed to be funny that they never got off the island. Still, sometimes I feel like I'm on that island. Gilligan can be just so stupid sometimes.
That sounded like a good one.
Interior radio station booth. A slob DJ cackles into a WETC conference call type box. Dude, you've got to remember, if it wasn't for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost, and you are too. Next call.
But Skipper hates me.
The DJ rudely clicks off at the trouble man's voice. Whoa, they're coming out early tonight. Whatever happened to teen pregnancy and acne? You got the dog catcher on with, etc., and you're listening to Hot Probs. Who am I talking to? Interior Heather McNamara's bedroom night. Heather McNamara is sitting clandestinely on her bedroom floor, talking on the phone and through her radio. A dim Minnie Mouse lamp provides the room's only light.
My name is Heather. I mean, not Heather. It's Madonna. Jeez, no, not that.
Heather McNamara looks up to her Minnie Mouse lamp, Veronica's bedroom. Veronica and Heather Duke simultaneously move into stunned kneeling positions, half realizing who the caller is. Hey, babe, I need a name. Radio station. Yeah, go ahead.
My name's Minnie.
Minnie. Just don't tell me. Mickey just confessed he got AIDS from Goofy at a New Year's Eve party. Heather McNamara's bedroom. A broken down Heather sobs.
God has cursed me. I think the last time I had sex, the guy killed himself the next day. I'm failing math.
Okay, so for this next scene, I'm going to have Molly go and then y'all go just because of the formatting. Veronica's bedroom. Heather Duke excitedly jumps up as Heather McNamara drones on.
My whole life is a mess. I was supposed to be captain of the cheerleading team, but I probably won't because I missed my practice when my dad visits. My parents are divorced and stuff, and...
Holy shit, that's Heather. We'll crucify her.
Oh man, she knows we listen to this show.
Interior classroom day, a blackboard reads Poor Little Heather.
Rude. Heather told everyone about Heather.
I take it back. That's the best line in the movie. Heather McNamara is revealed in the front row wearing her cheerleader uniform. To the left, Heather Duke dishes with some dreamy guys. At the back of the room, Veronica, Monica, and I writes in her diary.
Yes, dear diary, I've cut off Heather Chandler's head, and Heather Duke's head is sprouted in its place like some mythological thing my 8th grade boyfriend would know about. Heather's even doing the old note trick.
A homely girl is seen reading a note, glancing to a typical jock. Veronica takes in the wicked panorama of the classroom.
I did it JD's way. I did it Pauline's way. Nothing's changed. I guess that's Heather's way. And Jesus, what about JD? I can't get him out of my head. Are we going to the prom or to hell? And where's Heather go?
Heather McNamara suddenly rises and walks out of the classroom, passing a gruff teacher in a trench coat carrying a briefcase.
Where's Heather going?
All of the
In
teachers.
stereo. In stereo.
All of the teachers. Yes, speak.
Hit it up. Hit it, Sam.
I'm sorry?
It's you, boo.
You get a line. Where's Heather going?
Oh, she's going to cry.
Interior girls' bathroom day. Heather McNamara struggles to open a bottle of sleeping pills.
Child-proof caps.
I literally want to burst into fucking Shine Light Reprise from the musical now. The Gruff teacher's classroom. Gruff teacher writes a math problem on the board. A flustered Veronica squirms in her seat, then leaps up and runs to the door.
Now, where's she going? Is somebody getting divorced today on all my children or what?
Thank you! Thank you for correcting that one. Disgusting line.
Too much. I can't.
Yeah, well, I should also point out this is a draft script. Some of these lines did get cut, thankfully, for final. Girls' bathroom, the bottle is smashed open. A palm full of pills is poured out. Oh my God. Hallway, Veronica races down the hall. Girls' bathroom. Heather McNamara is a chipmunk with a mouthful of pills. She pulls a glass from her purse and turns on a faucet. No water comes out. She manages to mumble.
Give me a break.
Heather McNamara gets running water from another sink as Veronica rushes in. Veronica punches Heather McNamara's face, causing pills to explode out of her mouth. Heather McNamara slumps it. Go ahead. Sorry.
What are you trying to do? Kill me?
Veronica jumps up and down on the pills on the floor.
What are you trying to do? Sleep?
Suicide is a private thing.
Veronica lunges forward to strike her. Heather McNamara recoils with a wail.
Oh.
Half regaining her composure, Veronica slides down next to her.
You're giving your life away to become a goddamn statistic in USA fucking day to day. Well, that's gotta be the least private thing I can think of.
But what about Heather and Ram and Kurt?
If everyone jumped off a bridge, would you?
Heather McNamara wipes tears from her eyes and smiles weakly.
Probably.
No. Hey now, if you were happy every day of your life, you wouldn't be a human being. You would be a game show host.
Let's knock off early. Go to the mall or something lame like that.
Sure.
Oh.
We
Did
can't
you just
go
give
anymore?
I know. Oh, Exhilarama at Crestwood.
Let's go to Fullport. Orange Juliet.
Interior of the empty classroom day, comfortably slashed at a desk, JD laconically rumbles. JD.
Oh, sorry. Is it me? My thing cut out.
Yeah, you're good. It's come to this.
Dope. So it's come to this. Heather Chandler did polls. I want you to do a petition as a favor, as the favor. Do you know the group Big Fun?
Heather Duke sits at the desk opposite him, torching the manila envelope with a butane lighter.
Teenage suicide. Don't do it.
Some teeny bopper rag says Big Fun wants to play a prom. It couldn't be Westberg's if we get. It could be Westberg's if we get everyone's John Hancock.
JD flips across a stack of blank connected computer printout sheets. At the top is a small paragraph from the word petition. Heather Duke blows ashes off her desk and grabs it, giggling.
I'll get right on it, Coach. And hey, a little gift. I won't be needing it.
Heather Duke twirls her copy of Catcher in the Rye to a pleased JD. Interior staircase window day. Heather Duke gothically ascends the staircase, holding the petition. She stops, arms raised high, to bathe in the sunlight, blasting through the staircase window. Interior cafeteria day. Heather Duke, petition in hand, sachets toward the country kids table. Or the country club kids table. That's a big difference. Oh, great. Here comes Heather.
Shit.
Interior school bus day. Heather Duke chirps to a school bus full of various students. Exterior bleachers day. The provocatively dressed petitioner charms a bleacher full of jocks. Staircase window. Heather Duke continues to bizarrely bathe in the sunlight of the staircase window. This ovenness. Interior, holy fuck. Interior, fast food restaurant night. Now in Heavy Metal Gear, Heather Duke slams down the petition atop a booth of metalheads. The interior of the smoke-filled hallway day. Decked out in denim, Heather Duke vanishes into the stoner hallway smoke with the petition. The staircase window. Heather further rises in the sunlight until Veronica's perplexed voice cuts into her bliss and finally gives me a chance to fucking breathe.
Heather?
Heather Duke brings down her arms and the petition and turns to Veronica, revealed to be descending down the steps.
Veronica, color me stoked, girl. I've gotten everyone to sign this petition, even the one who thinks Big Fun are tuneless Euroqueers. People love me. My God, you haven't signed.
People love you, but I know you. Jennifer Forbes told me the petition she signed was to put a jacuzzi in the cafeteria. Gross. And Doug Hilton.
So some people need different kinds of convincing than others. Hey, just sign the petition.
Don't talk to me like that.
It was JD's idea. He made out the signature sheet and everything. Now, will you sign it?
Ugh, no.
Jealous much?
Veronica slaps Heather Duke.
Violent. Heather, why can't you just be a friend?
Yeah, I know, right?
Why are you such a mega bitch?
Because I can be. The same fucking cheek, god damn it. Why are you pulling my dick? Do you really think if Betty Finn's fairy godmother made her cool, she'd still act nice and hang with her dweebette friends? No way.
Heather Duke stumbles down the stairs. JD's voice cuts into Veronica's concentration.
Want to go out tonight?
Veronica grimly turns to see a smirking, descending JD.
Catch a movie, miniature golf.
I was thinking more along the lines of slitting Heather Duke's wrists open and making it look like a suicide.
I could be up for that. I've already started underlining meaningful passages in Heather's copy of Catcher in the Rye, if you know what I mean. So are we on?
Veronica somberly steps toward JD, grabs his elbows, then pulls him gently, seemingly for a kiss. She spits in his face and bolts down the stairs, calling up to him.
It's over, JD! Over!
I don't get it. You were wrong. I was right. Strength, goddammit. Come back.
No!
Interior Sawyer living room dusk. Intensely, not intentionally, clutching her school books, Veronica walks through the front door into the living room where Mom and Dad sit with aggressively compassionate faces. Veronica is a bit confused.
Yes?
Mom and Dad glance at each other just before Mom speaks. Your friend Jason Dean just stopped by. He seemed very concerned about you. He said you think you might try to kill yourself.
You have been depressed lately. Oh, he said this is for you.
Dad holds out an envelope. Veronica nabs it and rips it open. The note reads in feminine manuscript. Recognize the handwriting.
Oh my God.
Veronica runs off, her mother's voice trailing behind her. He says we should keep you away from sharp objects, closed garages, toxic. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica vaults through her bedroom door. A Barbie doll wearing a Big Fun t-shirt hangs from a noose. With a whimper, she swerves away from it and dives onto her bed. Exterior outside Sawyer house. JD laconically, Mark Waters loves this word apparently.
It's constant.
It is like the fifth iteration of this fucking laconically description. Leans against his motorcycle with his legs suavely crossed. He laconically looks up to Veronica's bedroom and laconically, here's another one for Merge. He laconically puts a cigarette in his mouth and laconically lights it with a smile. Laconically.
Overused ever.
Laconically.
Yes.
Stop. End of the show.
Veronica's bedroom. Veronica curls tight to a fetal position on her bed and closes her eyes tighter and tighter and tighter as she hears JD's voice.
You can't ever find a place nice and peaceful because there isn't any.
JD flops around to see JD catch kneeling over her and on her bed reading Heather Duke's copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Nice. It's got that Catcher in the Rye, I hate the world and the world hates me, so let's commit suicide ambiance. Give it a try. Underline something.
JD giddily underlines words in the book and slides into a prone position, tossing the book to an enraged Veronica.
Get off my bed, you sick psycho! You think you're a rebel? You're not a rebel. You're a sick psycho. Do you think you're a rebel? Do you think you're a rebel? I want to know.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. Hold it.
Fuck, dude.
Veronica freezes and JD reaches up to her hand where she holds Catcher in the Rye. Her index finger is curled into the book. Sitting up, JD carefully opens up the book to look at that place and peers in.
Look at that. Eskimo, one word, I love it. I usually go for whole sentences myself, but this is perfecto. Eskimo, so mysterious.
You're not listening. I'm not on your side.
JD obliviously underlines the word and then pulls the flailing Veronica up like an enthusiastic camp counselor. Interior, the Duke kitchen night. The sound of a lock being jimmied open is heard moments before Veronica and JD burst through the door. JD moves to the dishwasher and opens it like a burglar opening a safe.
You're still not listening.
Nag, 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 nag.
This knife is filthy.
What in the hell do you think I'm doing, taking out her tonsils?
I think I know Heather a bit better than you, okay? If she was gonna slash her wrist, the knife would be absolutely spotless.
JD grabs a dish towel and vigorously wipes off the knife.
How's this? Can you see her fucking reflection?
She can, and so can the viewer. Tears well in Veronica's eyes. She begins to shudder, a shattered smile quaking on her face.
Tomorrow, someone else will move into her place. That person could be me. Ha! There's only one of us who knows how to do Heather's handwriting, and if you think I'm doing another suicide note.
You don't get it, do you? Society nods its head at any horror the American teenager can think to bring upon itself. We don't need gloves. And does anyone really care about exact handwriting?
JD tears his gloves off with a giggle. He takes a pen from the kitchen counter and paper from a cutesy memo pad. He shoves the pen in Veronica's hand and, grabbing her hand, forces to scribble "Life sucks" on the paper.
Perfecto! Man, I've even got a marked up Catcher in the Rye. What else does suicide need?
JD pulls the copy of Catcher in the Rye out and opens a door, revealing Heather Duke asleep in an artful pose on a couch. MTV images from the TV flashing against her.
If you'll excuse me.
No!
JD hops in the adjoining room and slams the door. Veronica races to the door wailing. She maniacally rattles the doorknob, trying to open the locked door. Interior, an anonymous TV. The sound of the rattling doorknob suddenly turns into wild African music. Thundering on the soundtrack is Whitney James, and a TV screen maniacally addresses the viewer. A shiny number 4 flashes on and off in the corner. Interior, newspaper yearbook workshop day. In speeded up imagery, the yearbook staff maneuver pictures of Heather Chandler, Kurt Rem, and Heather Duke in mind-boggling counting ways in order to accommodate them all on the same 2-page layout. Front of the cafeteria, with even more speed-up imagery, 4 students wearing What a Waste of the Humanities t-shirts toss out tons of black armbands to the hungry crowd. Interior, funeral home day. The wild African music and speeded-up imagery slams into a halt at the sight of Heather Duke lying serenely in a coffin. Father Faust, wearing dark sunglasses and terrifying toupee, walks in front of her to address a sizable group of adults and students sitting in the fold-out chairs before him. Father Faust looks over dramatically over the crowd before speaking.
Eskimo.
Father Ripper lets the word hang in the air, then holds up the copy of Catcher in the Rye.
Heather Duke underlined a lot of things in this copy of the Catcher in the Rye, but I believe the word Eskimo, underlined all by itself, is the key to understanding Heather's pain.
I'm just going to say before I go into this next stage direction that Glenn Shaddix would be very proud. May he rest. Veronica stands in a corner with an "oh brother" look on her face.
On the surface, Heather Duke was the vivacious young lady we all knew her to be, but her soul was in Antarctica, freezing with the knowledge of the way fellow teenagers can be cruel, the way parents can be unresponsive, and as she writes so eloquently in her suicide note, the way life can suck. We'll all miss Sherwood's little Eskimo. Let's hope she's rubbing noses with Jesus.
Yeah. Heather Chandler moves next to Veronica holding a plate of steaming spaghetti. She's wearing nerdy glasses and something that looks like an intergalactic prison uniform. Is this turnout weak or what? I had at least 70 more people at my funeral.
Or what? What are you?
Oh God, Veronica, my afterlife is so boring. If I have to sing Kumbaya one more time.
What are you doing here?
I made your favorite, spaghetti, lots of oregano. With a squeal, Heather Chandler plunges Veronica's face into the plate of spaghetti. Dinner! Interior of Veronica's bedroom night. Uncurling from the fetal position that she had fallen asleep in, Veronica's tightly closed eyes snap open in a sweat as her mother's voice continues to filter through the door. It's all been a dream. Dinner! Veronica! Dinner! Veronica closes her eyes and holds her heart. She suddenly launches to her desk, opens her diary, shoves on her monocle, catches her breath, and begins writing.
Dear diary, no one can stop JD. Not the FBI, the CIA, or the PTA. That is to say, no one but me. I know where JD is coming from and where he is heading. He's wrong, and I'm going to teach him what's right. I'm going to stop JD if it's the last thing I do.
Veronica leans back in her chair, sweating. She reaches in the pocket of a blazer draped over the back of the chair and pulls out the cigarette JD had given her earlier in the film. She puts it in her mouth unlit and takes it out and puts it back in the blazer. Exterior, outside the Sawyer home, night. JD remains laconically, motherfucker, leaning against drinking game. I should have, right?
Oh, that was a good one.
Right? JD remains laconically leaning against his motorcycle with his legs suavely crossed as he was before Veronica began dreaming. JD finishes his cigarette and pulls out a gun. He checks the bullets, put the gun back in his coat, and heads toward the house. Veronica's bedroom. Veronica hugs JFK, the cat, then rips down the hanging Barbie. Exterior, the Sawyer front yard. JD leans a ladder against the Sawyer house. Interior, Sawyer dinner table. Mom sets down 3 plates of spaghetti. Dad, which is on. Does she want a written invitation? Veronica! Dinner! Veronica's bedroom. JD crawls through Veronica's window, hanging from the rafter, neck in a noose of bed sheets. It says bed sheets in the script. Is Veronica. Interior, the Sawyer dinner table. Mom sets a glass of milk at Veronica's place, distressed. Honey? Veronica's bedroom.
Pause. Why do white people drink milk with dinner?
I don't do.
I have no answer. No. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know.
No, I don't do that.
It's just an affirmation. I'm like, damn, really?
Give me water or wine like Jesus.
That's full on like
I'm like, why is that a thing?
That's an infomercial fallacy. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, Black people, 90% of Black people, like, no.
No. JD paces the room, sweating and ranting, waving a gun in one hand, the Barbie doll in the other.
I can't believe you did it. I was teasing. I loved you. Sure, I climbed up here to kill you, but first I was going to try to get you back with amazing petition.
JD throws the gun on the bed and pulls out from his coat the computer printout sheet. He then savagely rolls it out on the floor. It's filled with signatures of different styles, sizes, and colors. JFK blinks.
It's a shame you can't see what our fellow students really signed.
JD flicks open a switchblade. He runs the blade beneath the typed paragraph at the top, causing it to peel off, revealing another typed paragraph.
Listen, we students of Westerberg High will die today. Our burning bodies will be the ultimate protest to a society that degrades us. Fuck you all. Not that subtle, but neither's blowing up the school. Talk about your suicide pacts. When our school explodes tomorrow, it's going to be the kind of thing that infects a generation. A Woodstock for the 80s. Damn, we could have roasted marshmallows together.
Honey, are you all right in there? JD swiftly picks up the petition and heads out the window. Mom enters and, seeing her hanging daughter, I'm not reading the script this direction of launches into frantic screams because it's better. It's better with what happens in the movie. I knew I should have let you get that job at the mall. I was just afraid of you coming home alone at night. Veronica opens up her eyes. I made your favorite spaghetti, lots of oregano. Veronica undoes the noose around her neck, but still remains hanging for the rope, runs all the way down her back beneath her blazer and is tied around her waist. She undoes the waist knot and lands on the bed. She quickly puts a small pillow over the left behind gun, unnoticed by her dazed mom.
Hey, Mom. Why so tense?
The Sawyer dinner table. Montage music as Veronica rears up from her dinner plate to see her stone-faced parents and cat staring at her. Interior JD's bedroom night. JD tools with a bomb at his desk. A knock on the door. JD turns on his radio and the montage music. Need some help with my homework.
Sorry, Tiger, I'm a little busy.
JD turns his stereo back up and the montage music. Exterior, front of Westerberg High, morning. Montage music continues as school buses arrive in front of the school. Students pour out. Exterior school parking lot, morning. Students come out of their cars. Interior hallway, morning. Typically hectic start of another day opening and slamming of locker action. Veronica darts through the thoroughfare to her locker. A passing Pauline Flemings reaches to her hall, grabbing Veronica as she chokes on some styrofoam cup coffee. Veronica! JD told me you committed suicide last night.
Where is he? Where's JD?
We have to talk. Whether to kill yourself or not is one of the most important decisions a teenager will make.
Get a job.
Veronica storms away to her nearby locker. She swirls her locker combination and opens it. She glances down the hall and freezes. In the distance, JD moves mechanically down the hallway carrying a large gym bag wearing a Walkman. Veronica climbs into her locker. Must be one of those large ones. She closes it until it is barely perceptibly ajar. JD strides past the locker and into the boys' bathroom. Boys' bathroom, JD smoothly moves into a stall and closes the door. He turns off the Walkman and ends the montage music. The hallway. Hallway clears slowly as students go to class. The bell rings. A late student races through an empty hallway. Veronica carefully hatches out of her locker. She treads down the hallway as if something were about to jump out at her. The gym. A group of cheerleaders, including Heather McNamara, are lazily doing cartwheels on the gym floor. On a small stage set up beside them, other students are putting up folding chairs. Principal McGowan says testing into a microphone. JD, toting the gym bag, quietly opens the gym door and slips inside. He swiftly moves unnoticed to a position underneath the bleachers. The hallway. Veronica peers around a corner to see an empty hallway. Under the bleachers, using heavy black masking tape, JD tapes a thermal bomb to a steel support beneath the bleachers. Other thermal bombs can be discerned taped to other supports. The empty hallway. Veronica cautiously treads down the empty hallway, trying to keep in control. Suddenly, packs of students burst from classroom doors behind Veronica. The excited swarms of students move toward and past Veronica, who has braked her troubled treading to stiffly contemplate her passing peers. She latches onto Geek Rodney in a panic. Rodney looks at her clutched arm with a nervous smile.
Rodney, where's everybody going?
It's
Friday.
Friday.
Oh, okay, two Rodneys, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, the damn pep assembly.
Yeah, these things are pretty artificial, but at least we can get out of class.
Veronica ignores Rodney's amiable attempts at conversation to inquisitively move forward through the crowd. The gym. JD darts out from underneath the bleachers to the gym doors. He pops the doors open and sees a crowd of students move toward the gym. He suavely pauses, then dashes down a nearby set of stairs. The hallway leading to the gym. Veronica continues to tensely surf the tidal wave of students heading for the gymnasium. She stops to watch her classmates file into the gym like lemmings with increasing sense of dread. She again latches onto a passing Rodney.
Rodney, what's underneath the gym?
Rodney unconsciously dramatically stops, turns to Veronica and says,
The boiler room.
Veronica blanches, then lunges through the crowd. She topples a couple of disgruntled students over before careening down the staircase beside the gym. Hallway outside the boiler room. JD walks by the firm glass windows of the boiler room, eyeing the pounding generators inside. He stops at a heavy steel door, placing his gym bag down. JD proceeds to swiftly pick the lock. He swings open the steel door.
May I see your hall pass?
JD wheels around. A sweating Veronica moves toward him, pointing the bedroom gun at him.
I knew the loose was too noose. I mean, noose too loose. God damn you.
Like father, like son. A serious as fuck bomb in the boiler room that'll set off a pack of thermals upstairs. Okay, let's start by slowly putting the bomb down on the ground.
JD looks down at the gym bag already on the ground. He folds his arms and smiles. Veronica forcefully moves closer.
Okay. I knew that. Put your hands on your head.
You didn't say Simon Says.
JD suddenly kicks out into Veronica's stomach, doubling her over and causing her to drop the gun. JD gracefully retrieves it. The gym. Pep rally is in full swing with rowdy students in the bleachers, earthly shouting, giggling cheerleaders making swaying pyramids, valiant band members struggling to be heard. Various jocks, including Earl, stand on the stage with Principal Gowan as a yearbook photographer flashes away. The hallway before the boiler room. Veronica bends over, quivering and clutching her bruised ribs. JD raises the gun to her head.
Live by the sword.
Veronica swings her left arm, knocking JD's gun hand upward. She then sails her right fist into his face. The blow annoys him more than it hurts him, but JD's momentary loss of composure allows Veronica to come in with another much harder right hook. The blow sends JD stumbling back against the boiler room, jarring the gun loose. They simultaneously lunge for the gun. They both reach for the gun. Veronica, having the better grip, pulls so forcefully that after wrenching the gun from JD, she loses control of it, flinging it down the hallway. Veronica pops up to retrieve it, but JD moves his legs scissor style around her and trips her. The prep assembly. The assembly mindlessly blares on. Cheerleader Heather McNamara, rah, rah, rahs.
Go, Westerberg.
Rodney and the other geeks pass around a pair of opera glasses, all intensely scoping out the cheerleaders. Group of stoners choke away beneath the bleachers, one of them lackadaisically leaning against the thermal bomb. The boiler room hallway, a snarling JD stands up, pulling Veronica with him.
You think just because you ended this, or you started this thing, you can end it?
JD violently bites Veronica. While kissing, Veronica sees a fire alarm on a nearby wall. She closes her eyes, then savagely knees JD in the groin. She bolts to the alarm and pulls it down. Nothing happens. JD gasps.
You really didn't think I'd forget to disconnect?
Veronica rockets her body down and picks up the gun. JD grabs her and throws her against the steel boiler room door. A jostled Veronica races the gun. JD howls, then bounds toward Veronica, causing them both to careen down the steel steps of the boiler room. At the same time, he inadvertently kicks the gym bag bomb down alongside with them. The gun spins from Veronica's hand and slides away. The bomb flies out of the bag onto the boiler room floor. A digital clock on the bomb clicks on at 5, 4:59, 4:58. The pep assembly, frenzied pep assembly crowd is now doing the wave. Betty, Finn, and her similar cohorts deliriously get into the act, all sitting in a circle at the bottom rows of the bleacher, pointing as students bounce up and down around them. Earl and the other jocks stand on the stage, grinning and preening before the crowd. The boiler room. Veronica and JD are in a heap at the bottom of the boiler room steps. Veronica faintly works into a semi-sitting position and gives an astonished glance to the bomb. Its digital clock clicking to 3. Veronica crawls to the gun and levels it at a rousing up JD.
The bomb's gone on, JD. How do you turn it off? Tell me.
Fully standing, JD flicks open his switchblade. He gives Veronica the finger, screaming in exploded saliva.
Fuck you!
Yes. Seething, Veronica shoots up at JD, blowing off the finger.
Ow!
Shrieking in pain, JD drops the knife to hold this sudden geyser of blood. Veronica achingly stands, pointing the gun. The bomb clicks down at 2:25.
It's all over, JD. Help me stop it.
You want to wipe the slate clean as much as I do. Okay, so maybe I'm killing everybody in the school because no one loves me. You have a purpose, though, remember? Let's face it, the only place different social types can genuinely get along with each other is in heaven.
Veronica fires the gun at JD's feet. The bomb clicks to 149.
How do you turn the fucker off?
You're not listening. People are going to look at the ashes of Westerberg and say there's a school that self-destructed, not because society didn't care, but because that school was society. Is that deep or what? I'll let you put it in your diary, babe, free of charge.
The bomb, asshole.
Just push the red button twice. That's what stops it. If that's what you want, babe.
You know what I want, babe?
What?
Veronica fires the gun twice.
Pow, pow!
Into JD's throat. Coughing and moaning, he splatters against the generator.
Cool guys like you out of my life.
Veronica saunters to JD's writhing body.
But babe, don't worry. These here are Ikaluga bullets.
JD closes his eyes and slumps to the ground. Veronica turns to the bomb and crouches over it. A lit green light is next to a green button. Above it, an unlit red light is next to a red button. The bomb's digital clock clicks to 17. Veronica presses the red button twice, turning on the red light and stopping the clock. Veronica falls back into a sitting position and sorely exhales, tears streaming down her face. The pep assembly. A cheerleader does a cartwheel in slow motion as eerie music plays. The manic crowd in the bleachers vibrates in slow motion as well. At normal speed, Veronica walks to the doors of the gym and peers in. The panorama of roaring students, posing jocks, and prancing cheerleaders continues to unfold in slow motion. Veronica walks away from the gym. Exterior, the front of the school, day. Veronica wearily pushes open the front door and emerges outside of the school. She closes her eyes to therapeutically bask in the sun's rays. A slight smile trembles onto her face. A strange voice kills it.
Color me impressed.
JD stands starkly in the distance before her, blood spurting from his throat onto his gunslinger coat. He painfully speaks through his assassinated vocal cords.
You really fucked me up, Veronica.
I thought
You've got power, Veronica. Power I didn't think you had. The slate is clean.
JD pulls open his coat, revealing that the bomb is attached to his torso. The green light is on and the clock says 10, 9.
Pretend I did blow up the school, all the schools. Now that you're dead, what are you going to do with your life?
Veronica takes the unlit cigarette from her blazer pocket and puts it in her mouth and folds her arms.
Perfecto.
JD raises his arms in a crucifixion pose as the bomb clicks to 0. Nothing happens. An annoyed JD breaks out of his crucifixion stance and wraps the bomb with his palm. The pep assembly. The sound of the bomb explosion plunges the cheerleading up and down Heather C. pep assembly into chaos. Wailing students pour out of the bleachers, screaming less out of fear than a woe dude sense of excitement. The front of the school. Veronica stands in the same position of the school with her arms still folded. Only now her cigarette is lit and with her face and clothes blackened in ash. Flames flicker in bushes beside her. Veronica drags on the cigarette and turns to go inside. Interior of the front hallway. Veronica strolls into the school and into a hall of howling students, some of whom are tearing down prom banners for the thrill of it. Heather Duke rushes up to Veronica and grimaces.
Veronica, you look like hell.
Yeah. Just got back.
Veronica tosses away the cigarette and then grabs Heather Duke by the shoulders and forcibly turns her around.
What are you doing?
Heather, my love, there's a new sheriff in town.
Veronica takes off Heather Duke's red ribbon and ties it around the hair on her own head. She kisses Heather Duke on the cheek, leaving a black stain. Veronica calls off.
Hey, Martha, wait up.
Martha Dunstuck dump truck, revealed to be an electronic wheelchair, breaks to stop and looks to Veronica confused. Veronica walks up beside her. Martha starts up her wheelchair and accompanies Veronica into a deserted hallway.
My date for the prom kind of flaked on me. So I thought if you weren't doing anything that night, we could go to the video store and rent some new releases or something. Maybe pop some popcorn.
I like that.
So would I.
Veronica and Martha continue gliding down the hall, Boggart and Rains style. The end.
That's shit. That's all.
Oh, that's
Yes.
all.
And that got and y'all were right. Like watching it is different than reading it. It does get dark. It's very dark.
Yes.
White people shit.
I want to thank my cast. Arliss and Narcissus, Kurt and Ram head to Jet, so I want to give applause to them. I want to give applause to Sarah, who is all set to play Martha, but extenuating circumstances happened today. I'm still going to give applause because Sarah does amazing work with MTUG. Let's give applause to Jason Dean, Cadaver Daddy-O. You had that Kristen Slater swag. You really did.
Yeah.
You did
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
All of it. Yeah.
It was good. For our Heathers, Heather Duke, Samantha Madison, slaying it again, summoning up your best Shannon Doherty.
Mhm.
You gonna walk off? You gonna walk off the set now and quit, and then join another show?
I mean, it's over.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. We've got Heather McNamara, played by Molly Alice Minks, who's still girl. If I don't see a full 3-4 photo set on Instagram of this look,
Serving looks.
Maybe.
Serving looks.
yes,
Category is.
something pretty.
Category
I
is
thought you
Heathers versus Boogers.
Yes.
Ooh,
Ooh.
achoo.
Yes.
Playing, I was your narrator, and I was Heather Chandler, and I was
And
Colleen,
Pauline
and
Fleming and a bunch
Pauline
of
Fleming.
dudes
Sorts
and a
of
bunch of
bitches,
students
yes.
and
Yes. All the
and
voices, all the voices in your head. Yeah.
all the roles.
Laconically.
Yes.
Laconically.
And our star, Veronica Sawyer, Kelsey Davis.
Stop it.
Yes. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you've donated to STL Alliance for period supplies, and we will be back in 2 weeks with The Matrix. If you're interested in joining us for that, if you're queer and trans and want to do this, which would be lots of fun, you can email us at notreadyforquarantine@gmail.com and
You
just
can
let us know.
subscribe on YouTube.
You can subscribe on the YouTube to know when these are happening, when we go
You
live.
can follow on Facebook.
Link. You can
I
follow us
didn't
on
know we
Facebook.
had an email. That's super cool.
Well, we wanted to like streamline this process instead of having me host it. So we create a YouTube channel and everything.
It's very official. I love it. Yeah.
Hey, real official.
Sarah
real
doesn't fuck around with the medias.
Well, let's
at all.
Well, let's also thank the person that came up with that, who wanted to be a part of this badly tonight, but it's on a foot trip tonight. That's Ginger Fahrenheit, and Ginger's basically our webmaster.
My
so.
darling Ginger.
Yes, Gingy.
Yeah. So
Love us so much.
So
much.
All right, so that is it for us, y'all. We hope you have a great Saturday night. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, and that's it. Peace.
Bye. Cheers. Bye.
Teenage suicide. Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be in no entanglements. Don't be a booger. All stuff. Yes.
On that note, good night.
Good night.
Bye.